How's everybody doing? So how's everybody doing? Yeah, I thought I'll go up live here this morning and see what happens. There's Drew. How you doing, Drew? I'm just trying to figure out how to bring up that link again for you guys to join. Can you hear me okay? It's been a while. Hey, Sandy. All the way from the UK. My sister is here. There's Floyd from Ulnar. So I thought I'll take over. Floyd was supposed to do his lawn dog coffee this morning live, and he's unavailable to do it. So I thought I would take over and go up live maybe just for an hour, have a chit chat with a few people if you want to come up here. Let me just figure this out. For some reason, StreamYard is not allowing to post the link to come up live. Just bear with me. I'm going to try and post it up in the description. It's a bit of a delay here. I don't know why they made this change here. Just bear with me. I don't know how you do this here. Let's try this. Okay, can anybody see the link now? No. I posted the link on YouTube in the comments. Oh my God, how do you do this? Like, copy and paste the web bar into the StreamYard text. I tried doing that and an error message came up. I'm going to try again. Oh, there we go. Okay, can you guys see that now? So let me know. Let me get caught up here. With, oh, there's Drew. Okay, it must have worked.
Finally, it went through. I looked. I'm like, oh, click.
How you doing, buddy?
All right. How you doing?
Good, good. Yeah, what did StreamYard do here? I guess they made a change about posting this link.
I don't know. I haven't been on, and I haven't done a live in, gosh, now it's been a couple weeks, but I've been wanting to, but.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. I think last time it was a lot easier, but I know a lot of people are having problems posting it and stuff. So no, it worked there. So yeah, no, I'm happy to see my sister's in the chat here. This is the first time, all the way from the UK.
She looks like she's a young sister.
She's actually my older sister.
Oh, really? She looks young in her picture. Huh.
We all look young, don't we?
Yeah. Must be eating the right foods, right?
Yeah. Hey, Sandy, you're welcome to come up here. If you're not familiar with this, I posted a link there in the chat. Click on there. It's called StreamYard. It's an easy process. Just go through it. You can use your phone or your computer, and you can join the panel here. We can all chat. So it's up to you. No pressure. But she might be at work too, but I think she's working from home because the UK is in lockdown, I believe, now too. So what about your area, Drew? Are they going into lockdown? Did they announce anything or for the Christmas holiday?
We got some curfews going on now.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm waiting to, from what from talking to some other people, they're trying not to lock down, but I think it's coming. I really do. Might be for a couple weeks or whatever. But yeah, so we have a curfew. I believe it's from 10 p.m. till 5 a.m., which, I mean, I get why they're doing it, but I mean, it's probably more or less for the people that want to go out, and stand around at the bars and things like that, I'm guessing.
Exactly. And those are the people that are causing the problem too. They're not following the rules and they're the ones spreading it and everything. You got to take this serious. I know a lot of people aren't taking it that serious. Just wear your mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. That's all you got to do, just be safe. But yeah, here in Ontario, as of midnight, 12:01 a.m. Christmas Eve, Ontario is in lockdown until January the 4th. Yeah. So our province, pretty much restaurants are closed again, only takeout, curbside pickup, and all that. They should have done it a long time ago. Our numbers are like just going crazy compared to like when COVID first started in the spring. It's just, and I know it's the same in the States too, your area and everywhere. And it's
it got purple, and I believe we just got out of the purple and now it's red. But you know what? I really thought that, the restaurants were going to close down again. I thought maybe and just do carry out. Honestly, I hate to say it, but when it first started going and stuff, when they were doing carry out, I think that was the best thing to do. Yes, I know that hurts a lot of the servers, in which I feel for them. I do 100% because that's what they rely on. But you know what? We would probably get through this a lot better and it wouldn't be quite as bad.
Yeah. No, I feel for the business owners too, for the restaurants. It's the same thing around here too. Like a lot of, the small restaurant owners, they're heavily affected. Even some of the bigger ones are slowly getting affected now too. And ones that have been in business for many, many years have to close down and they don't know what to do anymore. And then you got the new people that just started up, and there's a lot of costs starting up a restaurant, and they're the ones suffering because they probably have loans, they have startup fees and costs and leases to pay and whatever. So I know it's tough for everyone. It's just like us, like, what if all of a sudden they said, you're not allowed to cut grass anymore?
What?
Yeah, exactly. So,
What's up, Franco? How you doing, man?
Hey, Franco. We got people from everywhere. Franco's in Florida. Oh, I just got to crack my neck there.
Actually, funny you said that, because actually, technically, though, in the States here, it was when April came, we were shut down. I was considered a non-essential business until he finally got it figured out, and I'm like, yeah, you need to. I am an essential business.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we had the same thing too, but it was just a misunderstanding here in our area. Just the government, they weren't wording it properly, like who can work, who can't work, and this and that, and so finally we figured it out. So we didn't get really affected too much at the beginning of our season anyway. Like I started my season regular, it was fine, and I was surprised actually that I got a lot of calls, like a lot of people actually still hired service, lawn care service and stuff, like thinking that people are going to be home and they're not going to do it, and I'm worried. We're all worried, but it was actually a pretty good year, considering.
Absolutely. I mean, when we first got to work, I pulled up at a couple yards, and the cops were sitting on the street, and a couple of them pulled up and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Cutting grass." He goes, "Oh, okay. Have a good day." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. It's only me." I mean, and I
I
think
know.
that was when you weren't supposed to have anybody with you or whatever. But I might have been excused if someone would have been with me, and maybe I don't know, but.
Yeah. That's the thing too. Like for us guys, I went solo too. I did plan on hiring somebody, but I didn't because of
Mhm,
COVID and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I felt better just going solo anyway. I might still
mhm,
continue solo next year. I might not. I don't know. Like I do have somebody I might hire just kind of part time, very part time, casual. You know,
mhm.
when needed. Like I know somebody that's kind of looking just for something like that. So, but still,
I
I don't know.
think
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of what I think I might do this following year. I mean, we'll see how business goes, but if I get a bigger mulch job, call up somebody and be like, "Hey, you want to come work for the day or whatever?" And just like how you said, here and there, not, so I can get some things going and start rebuilding back up again since of this terrible time we're in.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No. Like what my plan is, what I eventually want to do is just have people cutting grass for me. Have
Hmm.
maybe a couple people just go out, and then as you know, like I want to get more into like some other work like excavation and whatever, which I can do myself. And I don't want to cut grass anymore.
Right.
But I still want to have that service and
Because he
have
likes to sit in that little mini excavator all day. That's what he wants to do.
absolutely. I want to dig holes all day. You
Hmm.
need a hole dug? I'll dig it for you.
Sure, for the right price.
Exactly. Clear that land or whatever, and
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah. So,
No, that looked pretty good when you did that shed back there when you sold your house and stuff. It looked pretty good. I was
oh
impressed.
yeah, I was surprised too because I was scratching my head. I'm like, oh, shit, what the hell am I gonna do now? And this and that, and we decided, okay, you know what, 100%, we're moving. Let's just do it. It's been on our mind like for years. That our goal, like we wanted to get a country property, and this and that, and you put your mind on something, just work at it and work
Hmm.
hard at it, and it's going to happen. You can do anything you put your mind to, and it's kind of a blessing that things didn't work out with that shop, and I was happy with what I did there, and the people are going to be happy that bought our home. So,
Was it still very hard for you because that was like your childhood house, just to still say, well,
oh yeah, no, it's still hard, and I think reality is going to hit like the day that we move, and we're gone.
yeah.
And the thing is, I'm gonna be driving past here every week in the summer. I have like two, possibly a third one now on my street right now, lawn customers. So I'm gonna be driving
Well,
past here every day still, and if they make a change to the home or the property or whatever, yeah, it's gonna be hard. Like this property's been in our family for 48 years. And if
mhm,
Sandy's still listening, and Sandy totally gets it too. We have conversations about it, but you can't hold on to things. You keep the memories and everything, and you got to do what's right for you and your
mhm.
family at that time moving forward for the future, right? So
It
you
was it
know,
also too to you found a good deal on that, so you thought, all right, well, you can advance your business, and that's why you're decided to move.
exactly. And that's the thing. I need more space. And
Hmm.
it's yeah, just for and to expand too. So the nice thing is too that where we are right now, like I already established the area. I have trust in the area. A lot of people know me because I grew up here. So I'm not moving far away, only 20 minutes away. And but there's a lot
Hmm.
of opportunity where I'm moving now, for other work, excavation work, brush clearing and stuff. It's more rural. The possibility of getting more rural properties for grass cutting too. Yeah, I'm probably going to get another zero turn. I know I had a good one and I sold it, but whatever, pick up another one probably.
Hmm.
Because I'm not sure
What
if I
is
want
it?
to
An
do.
acre?
Ours is pretty much an acre.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like I'll use the stand on for about an acre or so, but anything bigger, and like if I get a couple acre property, whatever, I think I'd rather just sit down again and
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
There he is. How you doing, Mike?
Good, man. How are you?
Good, buddy. You're not working this morning, or no? You do the afternoon shift, right?
Actually, I'm doing days this week. I'm at work right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's funny. I'm getting everybody out of work here. Yeah. Hey, Nate.
We're breaking the
Nate.
law on the clock.
Yeah. Nobody's there with you, so nobody really knows, or?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's closed down today, so.
Oh, okay. Are you being affected with the lockdown? You know how we're going in lockdown Christmas Eve?
Yeah, I'd imagine so, but I don't know to what effect. You know what I mean? We'll have to wait till the news conference, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the news conference is this afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 or something.
1 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, Drew, have you met Mike from MSC?
I think I've seen him around, but never really been on the panel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's Mike. He's not too far away from me. He's just a little bit north from me. He's in Ontario too.
Right on.
Yeah, everybody's name is Mike in Ontario. So.
I know it's that you, him, MRP. I mean, geez, you know.
I know. That's funny. So yeah, I got my sister here in the chat too. Yeah, actually, you know what? I can bring these up. I forgot. It's been so long. So yeah, Mike, this is my sister Sandy. She's in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Totally get it, Mike. I'll feel weird not coming to the house in June, but we have a new home to visit. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, my sister and family was supposed to come down. Was it June of this year, but because of COVID and everything and nothing, so we're aiming for 2021. And hopefully, we just got to stay positive that they can come down and visit. And yeah, same with my wife's family. My wife's family. Lynn's sister is in Australia, and they're supposed to come down too, with the kids and all that. But because of the no travel and whatever, so stay positive.
Bigger house means maybe Mike will have another kid.
Who? What?
I said maybe you get a bigger house there. Your wife might want to have another kid or something. Have all that room now.
No, do you know how old we are?
Shit, you look still very young.
No, I don't want any more kids. I think 2 boys is enough. I have 2 teenagers, so yeah. No, I don't want to have another kid when I'm 50 years old. So
you don't even look even close to that, really. Like maybe 38 or 40.
Yeah, no, thanks. Well, when my hair gets a little longer, wait a couple weeks, and then my gray will show more. But thanks. Oh, look at that! And all in the family. My mom is here now too.
Oh, nice.
Morning, Mom. Yeah, it was kind of a last-minute decision to go live. Floyd from Ulnar Lawn Care. He was unable to go live. He was supposed to go live this morning, and Drew and I were going to join that. I think Mike probably too.
Yeah.
But,
hopefully it wasn't
I just
a crisis.
decided to go live. No, I know. Morning, Mike. Let me bring this up. I keep on forgetting you can bring up comments. My laundry. I will go do breakfast now. Take care. Yeah. All right, Mom. Yeah, my mom lives in a retirement home. She's kind of locked up in there now too. They got to be safe with those, and yeah. I feel bad because we can't get together for Christmas. If she does leave, then she has to self-isolate for 2 weeks when she comes back in her room, and this is not fair. We don't want to do that to her. It's like, you know what? It's just one Christmas. We made a sacrifice all year. Like everybody's lost out on a lot of events and whatever, and it's like, it's December, the year's almost done. Like, what's Christmas and New Year's? Just get it over with.
Yeah.
And, number one, we got to be safe, and the last thing we want to do is, have my mom carry something, bring it back to where she lives, and, have other elderly people get infected,
Mm-hmm.
So,
I bet you though that since you came live and stuff, I bet you that put a smile on her face. She got to see you for a few minutes.
Oh, 100%. You got it right. like we were talking yesterday on the phone. She called, and we're trying to do Facebook Live, but the internet server at her retirement home is terrible.
Oh,
And you'll see the person's face, and all of a sudden, everything just pauses, and then you can't hear anything. And so it's just for a second. She's seeing me. She's like, "Oh, I'm so happy that I got to see you." Well, now she gets to see me.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If anybody else wants to come up here, you're more than welcome to join up. I'm gonna post this link again. I think there's some way. Actually, did it work? I clicked something. It was called pin the link or something. Because I see some people when they're in StreamYard or whatever doing this thing that the link to join StreamYard will be at the top of the chat.
Yeah,
Is
you
it
can
showing?
do that.
Is it showing up there? You know
No.
what I mean, Drew? I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
So you go
I
to over on the YouTube where your thing is, where the 3 dots are.
Excuse me.
Like, obviously, you go to where your link is. There you go, where it says 3 dots. You click it, and it should say pin.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. 3 dots. Pop-up chat. No, it doesn't say anything. Pen.
Unless they just changed it again, but it was able to last time.
No, there's nothing there. But it seems to be working that I can copy and paste the link back into the chat. So that's working again.
Did you look on your YouTube side, right? Not StreamYards.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at YouTube right now.
Okay. What's up,
So
Ben?
the 3 dots. Oh. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Yeah, you're more than welcome to come up here if you want to say good morning to everyone. I just posted the link there again. There's my mom right there. Yes, I'm happy to see you. You made my day. I'm going for breakfast now. Okay, Mom, enjoy your breakfast. Thanks for popping in.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that made my morning, my day.
Ben.
That's nice. Hey, Ben. And Nate is in the house here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mike, that young guy that does the snow plowing there, he's killing it pretty good, eh?
Oh yeah, for sure. What's his name? Nick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his YouTube channel name again?
I think it's just under his name, Nick. How do you pronounce his name? Bohnor, I think.
Yeah, I would love to interview that guy and pick his brain. Yeah, Drew. There's a guy here in Canada, London, Ontario, and how old? I think he started when he was 15 years old.
Oh,
wow. Well, he actually first started when he was 12 with his parents' snowblowers. Now I think he's like 19.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, he's really young. So he started like really young with his little tractor and a snowblower on it, doing driveways. Now the guy's got like how many tractors? Like brand new John Deere tractors.
10 of them.
10 or so. He's got 1,000 customers.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
This guy, like you listen to this guy talk and everything, it's just wow. Like he's very intelligent. He really knows what he's doing. He's building like an empire. And he's young.
He'll probably be buying trucks and stuff next year to do it, Yeah,
well, yeah, he does lawn care too and stuff. Yeah, I gotta find that.
If you find the link or whatever.
Yeah, it's just I got lag whenever I'm on StreamYard. Here, let me go to YouTube here. Nick. Yeah, you would like it, Drew. There's 2, Nick.
And he seems like a decent guy too, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always like checking out new people and videos.
Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to get a link here. Oh man, what happened? There it is. So you have a busy day today, Mike?
No, not really. No. Not at all. You?
No, waiting for it to snow.
Yeah.
I'm
Not called
actually
for
I'm
any
actually
this week.
bored.
Yeah,
I'm actually bored. I wish I could go out and cut lawns.
I know, right?
That video was funny. Your last video with your snowplows, that was great.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just stuff in the back of the garage.
Oh, you know me. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, really though,
Hold on
from
here.
you painting them up, I mean, these still don't look even old at all. Regardless, I mean, I was looking at both of them pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get a link here for Nick's YouTube. All right, there it is. No, that straight blade, yeah, it's got to be 15, just over 15 years old.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's all reconditioned, painted, some new parts on it, and yeah, here's a channel I'm just posting. There we go. You guys see that link there?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
try to
see
hit
no
up.
links. I'm on my iPad
No?
and you can't see nothing on there.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Drew, can you see a link there? Try that
Yeah.
link. See
Okay.
see if this guy Nick's YouTube channel comes up.
Okay. Let's see here. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, check him out.
Yeah, I just subscribed and hit the notification bell.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I would really like to pick his brain, and talk to him, do an interview or something. Mike and I were
Those John
talking
Deere
about doing that.
tractors look expensive.
Yeah, he got the idea from the guys out in Ottawa, Montreal area, because that's what they do out there. The same way.
Yeah, that's because they get so much snow out there, and
Yeah.
well, same within London, Ontario. It's like the snow belt area.
Yeah,
too,
they get a
so
lot of lake
they tend
effect
to get,
there, eh?
yeah, they tend to get a lot more snow. Like for my area, Southern Ontario, like we don't get that much snow. Like you get more, Mike, farther north.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the area, and if it's going to work in your area and do that, then yeah. And how he does things too. Yeah, he does have a sidewalk crew. So at first I didn't think he had one when I first started watching, but no, he's very smart how he does it. He's got these little tractors, Drew, with snow blowers, and they can clean a driveway in like a matter of minutes, even
Actually,
a minute.
Yeah, they were showing it. He was doing it like in 20, 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, and you got to see like how he's got crews going. Like I said, they got 1,000 customers now, probably even more than that for
Wow.
snow. Anyway, so he's got a website too. You can see his pricing and stuff. So he's doing well.
Yeah.
And but like I said, I'd like to pick his brain. It's just the overhead costs. The cost of employees.
How he's managing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I know he owns some of the machines and he rents some of the machines too. So, getting started doing something like that, most people wouldn't be able to fork out 80 grand for a machine,
Right.
with a snowblower on it or whatever. So, you would probably most likely lease it for the or rent it for the season, right? And build yourself that way until you can afford one, and then do the same thing for your next one. Oh, look at this guy. So what happened, Floyd?
I can't hear you guys. Can you hear me?
No. Yeah, I can hear you. Floyd, you there?
No, you guys come in and sound like robots.
Yeah, we can hear you. Floyd. Yeah, I think he's having some technical difficulties. There you go. He'll come back again.
He's consulting his IT department.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're getting your sister something to do there since she's chilling at work sitting at her desk.
Yeah, no, I think she's working from home. Are you still working from home, Sandy? I'm pretty sure she is. Oh, Floyd's trying to come back in. Yeah, let's see what happens. Welcome to Lawn Dog Coffee here, Floyd. Can you hear us?
It's just staticky, man.
Yeah.
There we
Is
go.
it your
That's what
connection or?
I think. Yeah, it's my connection. I can hear you better now.
Oh, you can hear now? Yeah. So what happened? You got an emergency? Everything okay or?
Oh no, we're good. I just had something going on this morning with work, and then I totally forgot. It got me distracted on that, and then I forgot about the Lawn Dog Coffee. My mom called me and said, "Hey, you got people waiting." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Right? I had to get up and get going, and yeah, that's all right. I gotta set myself an alarm to get back into it too. You know, remind myself because it's not a habit again anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at my shop right now.
Okay. No, it's all good. You know what? We can have a backup plan, and you know, if lawn dog coffee won't happen, then we'll do snow dog hot chocolate.
I like the snow dog thing though. Man, we don't have no snow.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So I'll do snow. Yeah, I'll do snow dog, and you can do the lawn dog.
Like I went out and bought a brand new plow and haven't pushed snow once. Driving me nuts.
Oh, you got a new plow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a 2020 setup video. I think today. I don't know if I'll get it published today, but my Tyler's been driving the plow truck because he was gonna plow for me. But he kind of had to get a different job, so I'm doing the plowing now, and I just got it back.
All right on. You got the new plow right there?
No, I got it off my truck right now because we're not supposed to get snow for another 4 or 5 days.
No, I know. Same thing here.
Like they're talking maybe Christmas Eve, but it's not going to be enough to stick or anything.
Oh wow. Yeah, teams are calling 1 to 3 here, I believe.
Well, yeah, you guys down in Ohio and Southern Michigan got way more than us.
But I don't know though. I mean, it's supposed to be raining during the morning, so who knows?
All right, Nate, we'll talk to you later. Have fun in school.
Man.
Yeah.
I wish it would snow. I could use the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
don't have paid.
Well,
you don't have paid contract, right?
I offer it to them, but here it tends to be whatever. The last 2 or 3 winters have been very light, so people haven't felt like they've got their money worth out of paying up front. So we've had soft winters because like last year, I only went out like maybe 12 times. So we haven't had hard winters. So when we go back to having hard winters, they'll switch back to pay up front. I had a couple that paid up front, but most of them did per push.
Yeah. My smaller residentials, they all pay up front, and then I got a couple commercial. They're not huge, but they're monthly invoiced, like for salting and for plowing, right? So, but they pay pretty much right away. I know a lot of people have problems with getting people to pay and stuff and.
Oh, I don't have
whatever.
that problem with that. My guys pay.
Yeah.
I haven't run into that yet. I haven't had one customer not pay.
No, I'm pretty selective with who I work with, you know, and stuff, and I get a pretty good feeling off people when I talk to them. So, you know, if I have a problem right away, then I'll address it right away, and I'll most likely just leave them and move on. You know, and it's just not worth having a headache in the future.
Right. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I've only had one customer that I pretty much had. I don't know. I guess I fired. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with them.
I know. Yeah, it's just like lawn customers too. Like I fired a couple of them this past season, right? And they're all surprised. I'm like, well, why are you surprised? You know, like we had this discussion about your dog poo in the backyard, you know, and it's been going on for months. So what are you surprised about? I warned you. I'm not gonna deal with this. So.
I haven't touched one bag on my pallet yet.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I need to get a salt arrow because we just push it. Well, you'll see it because I'm gonna do a 2020 setup video for my snow plowing. I haven't done it yet. We just use a little grass spreader, seed spreader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the shop.
Oh, nice.
Let me get out.
Yeah, you got a nice shop.
Yeah. All right. He made something of himself there at that shop. All right.
I
No,
know.
I'm trying to get my other truck in here. Well,
Man, I need that
we parked
now.
low on gas, and we pulled it out the other day, and it literally ran out of gas. So I had to get a gas can. But yeah.
Yeah, we all need a shop like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm renting it. I don't own it. Kind of came with the deal when I bought the business.
Oh, so is the building like leased or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually still keeps some of his stuff here.
Okay. Are you still having problems with this guy watching you all the time, or?
Well, he don't watch me all the time. I think he misses it. He did it for 10 years. He had to quit because it was getting too big for him. And I think he kind of misses it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Christmas light installation has kicked my butt this year.
Well, I bet.
Probably made some good money, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, November usually isn't that profitable, and it was my most profitable month. Because of it.
So, like, what do people charge for, like, a small house or something to do?
It all depends, man. I charge per foot on houses usually.
Yeah.
Trees are a little bit different. They're a little bit harder to estimate. But it can be anywhere from $300 to I did a job this year that I charged $5,000 for.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely there's some money in there.
And so the key is this year, the $5,000, I had to make sure I had the materials to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're bought. So next year, it's like 100% profit.
Nice. Oh, that makes sense. Then you'll come back, you rip them off, and then, yeah.
Put them back store. I store them, and because they're mine. And then it's like they lease the lights from me. But
Right.
I guarantee they work. So if something goes wrong, I got to go fix them.
Right.
And I've already had to go a couple I guess service calls, and I messed up training Tyler. I do, when you put lights together, you're supposed to tie the males and females together so they don't just come unplugged. Well, I do it out of habit because I've been doing it for 25 years on my own house and stuff, and I learned that a long time ago. Well, I didn't tell Tyler. That was just my fault. I didn't tell him. So now I had to go back and plug a couple lights back in together. So no big deal. I told him, I talked to him. I said, dude, I failed you. Let's see what else I got grabbed.
Yeah. I would get into the holiday lighting install, but I got a thing with heights. So I'll do one level, I'll do a bungalow, but if you get into a second level of lights or like a 50, 60-foot tree, like what you did in some of your videos there, Floyd, I don't think I'll be able to do that.
No, I had a butt pucker moment this year on one of the houses, but it was pretty steep for me. I mean, it wasn't bad once I got up there. It was just getting up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else.
How do you like? How do you like those lifts? Like that one video you did, that one tree. I think it was a 50-foot tree or something, and you went through 3 lifts, and you ended up getting that big boy one.
Yeah. Well, so I didn't mind it once I figured them out. They didn't bother me, but when I got up to about 40 feet or higher, that's when I started getting nervous. And that was because when you start extending those arms all the way up, you get that every time you move, you bounce, a little bit, and just
it's like a
little scary.
That's where my stomach will start turning. When you start getting that sway, like what you're talking about, how it feels like you're going to be falling.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care. I push through it. I had my buddy come put those stars up. 'Cause he's been doing it a lot longer than me. But if he couldn't have done it, I'd have done it. It was just the way it was. He just came. He came to help. Plus, he like that. He's like a jack of all trades. I call him the expert at nothing but jack of all trades. He's like everybody has to have one of those as a friend.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah. So what we do, Drew, is we take them down, and then I don't know if you can see them. We store the lights up there for next year,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna have to take those grass catchers down because I gotta fill these boxes up here with the ones I got still up. Them are all empty behind me, but we mark them and they go to the house. If they don't renew their contract, then that goes back in the inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
nice.
Chilly out.
Mm.
You never know. You might get a few calls for some unexpected lights and stuff. Oh, yeah. Can you do it? Sure.
Well, I've gotten a couple. I've had to turn them down. I can't get inventory in anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
They're like, "Can you come out and do it?" I'm like, it won't be till after Christmas. It's like I can't get the supplies. Supplies everywhere. I don't know what it's like around you guys, but even if I don't buy my lights from like Home Depot or Lowe's or nothing, I get them from online, from customer or from supply places. And
gotcha.
And they're out. And even if I wanted to go buy them from Home Depot and Lowe's, every store that sells Christmas lights around us are gone. They've been gone.
They probably are around here. I haven't looked.
They've been gone for 2 weeks. Like I do a big Christmas light show at my house, and I used to go out the day after Christmas and get stuff half off and stuff like that. This year it's pointless. There's nothing in the stores.
Do you have any customers that supply their own lights?
Nope. And
No,
if I do it, I actually charge more, and I don't guarantee nothing because it's a hassle. I don't know what they got. If they go out, I don't care. If I don't even try, I don't even plug them in. I put them up, and I'll put them up, and so I make it very discouraging to use their own lights.
Yeah.
So I don't have any yet. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I tell them, I said I won't guarantee it. I'm not even going to test to see if they work. That's up to you. You get them out, I'll put them up, and that's it.
Yeah. I just want to say bye to my sister, Sandy. She has to get going here. All right, Sandy. Well, thanks for coming in.
Looks younger than Mike.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. She's my younger sister. She's only 23 years old. She's probably laughing right now.
When Drew said that earlier, I said, "Oh, Mike, Drew wants to hit on your sister."
Oh my.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I got my sister. I had my mom in here, and kind of like you, Floyd. Usually, your mom comes into your streams too,
yeah,
right?
Your mom doesn't bash you. My mom bashes me.
What are you doing, boy? And straighten up.
I'm surprised she's in the UK. It's got to be late over there, isn't it? Later in the night.
Well, sorry.
She's in the UK.
Yes. Yeah, she's in UK, just outside of London.
Yeah, so it's late there.
No, they're what, 5 hours or are they 4 hours? Yeah,
I thought they were like 8 or 9.
I think they're 5 hours ahead. No, not 8 or 9.
I don't know.
No, they're only Sandy. If you're still here, you're 5 hours difference, right?
I know when I flew to Germany from Michigan, it took me 12 hours. It was a 12-hour flight.
Yeah. No, I think it's 2 in the afternoon over there right now.
Hey, I'm gonna get off once I get this done. If I get back home and you're still on, I'll jump back on.
Yep.
All right, man.
Well, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, I'll try to get back on if you're still on later.
You going live Wednesday again in the morning?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll be late for the Lawn Dog coffee.
I'm always late.
Are you late for work every day too?
Never. The boss.
Yeah, okay.
You're late for work when you're the boss. I mean, everybody else can be late, but not you. Oh, I don't got enough gas.
All right, buddy. Be safe.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, we'll see you, bro.
All right.
DSL, I'm 51 and proud. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was nice that Floyd could pop in
Mhm.
quick. I didn't want to go
Hopefully,
up
you
too
have some
long.
gas there. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. Well, we got 3 people watching, so
Well, at least I get
yeah, I know.
5 hours.
Yeah, I noticed earlier Johnny Moe was here. I'm not sure if he's still here. So
Oh
nice
yeah,
to see
there he is.
him. How you doing, Johnny? Sorry I didn't say hi right away. It's just I didn't want to interrupt Floyd talking there. But, yeah, you're more than welcome to come up here if you want to say hi.
Yeah, Mike, I gotta go, man.
Yeah. Okay, Mike. No, nice seeing
Yeah,
you. And
Yeah, if I don't see you, have a good Christmas, man.
yeah,
Take
you
care.
too. Merry Christmas. All the
Okay.
best to you and your family.
Have a good day, guys.
Take care.
Ciao.
Ciao.
See you, buddy. It's back to the Drew and Mike show.
That's right. The talking show.
Yeah. Yeah. Drew, the guy that likes to talk.
No. It's more Mike likes to talk.
Oh, you know.
I give you a hard time, but it's all good though.
I'm all talked it. I'm surprised I talked this much already at 8 in the morning,
Lou,
9 in
what's
the
up,
morning.
man?
Hey, Lou, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, he's always good and loyal to all of us.
Oh, Lou's awesome.
Mm-hmm. He's probably got a busy day ahead of him. He always does.
Yeah. I'd like to see Lou come up on the live stream sometime. Meet him
Mhm.
in person.
Right.
So what do you got planned today, Drew?
Well, I finished all my Christmas cards for my clients, and I have to send everybody their last invoice for lawn care from last month. So I may just run my cards and my invoices to my clients, just leave it on their doorstep or whatever, or open their door and just put it in there for them, and then maybe they'll write me a check or whatever too.
Nice. Right on. Yeah, I did like for all my lawn customers, and I have some that are snow too that continue with snow, right?
Mhm.
I every year, well, for the last 2 years anyway, and I did it this year too. I give it maple syrup. So we have a local, not too far from here, and they do the maple syrup. It's a nice jar too. It's like a Canadian like maple leaf. So I give maple syrup, a card, a thank you card, for your,
Mhm.
you know, for being loyal to me and trusting my company, and I look forward to working with you next year, blah blah blah, all that
Right.
kind of stuff. Certain ones I throw a pen in there too. I got like Bush Green pens. I don't know if you can see it with the green screen on, whatever, but
Oh yeah, look at that.
yeah, with phone number, website on there. I got mugs.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I kind of played around with this. I might change it. You see the little stand on? I got
Oh
36
yeah, I
stand
like that.
on there.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
And then the other side of the mug, I got the website, Instagram, residential, commercial property maintenance.
I like
So I
it.
was just, thanks, man. No, I was just kind of playing around with it.
Mhm.
I might change my logo up too. I don't know. Some people are saying no, don't change it, and just no. I like my logo, but I don't know. I was just trying to figure out some other kind of flashy things, or whatever. But yeah, I want to get into some other merch too, maybe. We'll see.
Get some more Bush Green shirts going out to people.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna change up my Bush Green shirts for next season. So I have the same color, I think, what you wear too. Actually, the color that you have on right now, the high vis. But I find you probably find the same thing with my backpack blower, like my back, like especially when you're sweating or whatever, it gets stained really easy with that color, and the shirt always looks dirty. Like it doesn't matter how much you wash it
Yeah.
or whatever. So I might be switching up to a darker color. As much as I don't want to go with a dark color because of the sun and the heat and
I
everything.
wonder how orange would look, because I thought about that.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at orange too, so I might try a couple different colors. Maybe orange and then like a gray, not black, but like a charcoal kind of color
Mm-hmm.
or something. I thought about too, and I might get a couple different colors and just kind of go with that. And try that. But yeah, I'm due for some new shirts. I want to get into. I don't have any sweaters like hoodies or anything.
Mhm.
So I want to get bush green like hoodies and stuff for the spring and the fall when it's a little cooler and you need a sweater going.
Oh yeah, just looking at my hoodie. I only have 4 of them.
Yeah. How was breakfast, Mom? What did you have for breakfast? Oh, not hungry. Yeah, a small breakfast. Yeah, Lou, that's my mom. Well, you probably figured with the last name. My sister Sandy was in here earlier too. How's everything going with the new place? We haven't moved yet. February 12th is the closing date, so we're still in our, the present home that we're in right now. So we're packing up slowly after Christmas. I think in the new year, after New Year's, then we're gonna get serious and start packing pretty much everything. Bring boxes up and have everything ready. So when we move, and we'll just kind of live in a little bit of a packing stage mess for a month or so. But to make it easier, we don't want to do everything last minute, a couple days before and pack up and then load a truck and be all stressed out.
Looks like your mom wants a couple pens.
Yeah, I gave you a pen before. Did it run out? Yeah. No, I got a few pens here, so I got 4 right here. Well, I use this mug to hold some pens, so it's right there. Yeah, you'll get a pen, maybe 2 if you're good.
Right.
That's exciting. Yeah, no, we're really excited, Lou. At the same time, yeah, it's going to be emotional, leaving, this house here. It's been in our family for 48 years. But you got to let go of things. You can keep the memories, and you got to do what's best for you and your family now and moving forward. So
absolutely,
that's what we're gonna do, and follow our dreams, and we want to have our peaceful, property retreat, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
The new
I just
Bush
don't.
Green Estates.
I wouldn't call it an estate, but it would be nice just to go outside and do whatever and not have like all the neighbors around seeing and
Sure.
knowing what you're doing and everything. I'm not saying we don't have neighbors. There's one neighbor to the right and a couple across the street. But other than that, a field on the left side, all farmers' fields behind it. So like there's no forest area or anything. It's just farmers' fields. There are trees on the property. There's one tree I might have to take down, as much as I don't want to take down a tree, just to make way for a laneway going to the back. With my plan, what I want to do back there. But yeah, I'll be doing probably the next season. Most of my videos will be from my own property. So that's what my plan was too. I'll do some lawn care or whatever, but I'm gonna do a lot of what I'm doing on my property projects and stuff.
Yeah, but you'll be able to have a big bonfire, and if you decide if you want to have a beer or something, you can sit around and have it and just chill.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely, Lou.
Or heck, we got some 4-wheelers you could ride around and all that too. And
we don't, but yeah, more toys. I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble then. I already have an addiction for equipment, so I'll be playing a lot on my excavator. That's for sure. So.
Heck, maybe you'll dig out and put a pond on your place.
Nah, I don't know. We'll see. A pond will just bring all the mosquitoes in.
Yeah, that's true.
The water and stuff. So, but yeah, no. Once we're there, and I'm gonna do like a video of you guys will get a better idea what I'm talking about, what I want to do and stuff, and like there is already like kind of a mini barn on the property. Where it is right now is not exactly where I want it. I'm probably going to take that apart and reuse what I can from that, like salvage, wood, whatever, and then build a new like pole barn, like at the back corner. So do a laneway all the way down the side to the back corner, open up a space, gravel, and then rebuild like a pole barn or something, something that I can, in the wintertime, park both my trailers under and in. Like out of the weather, my excavator can fit in there. Also for future, maybe track loader or tractor or something, And then there's a fire pit back there too. I got to relocate that because it's in the way. And yeah, it's just a whole bunch of projects that are going to keep me busy. My main thing is when we do move in February, before spring thaw and the lawn season starts, I want to get that laneway done at least. That I could just drive back there and, leave my dump trailer back there, whatever truck I'm not using, so I'm not blocking the driveway. The driveway's, there's plenty of room, but still I don't want to have all my bush green stuff out front, on the driveway. I want to have it at the back or whatever away,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm not going to be building like a shop or anything. The garage is plenty big enough for me to do stuff in. So I just want to build some kind of like a pole barn or something in the back, and yeah, probably
You
no
have to
electric.
put your plows in there and your salt and mowers. That way you don't have to leave them on your trailer.
Yeah, exactly. Might not be electricity. I don't know. We'll see. There's no electricity back there. We're talking 300-400 feet away. I do have a buddy that's an electrician. He has plans to. He's like, oh, I know what to do, because I know when you run lines, the longer the line, you lose it on your what's it called, amperage or whatever. The power, and it's got to be hooked up a certain way. But anyway, I'm not too concerned about that because I have the garage, which is going to be a lot larger than what I have now. You see what I have now. You can barely fit a car in it. And now I'm going to have a 4-deep car garage, right, once we move. So welcome, Johnny. How you doing?
Hello.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Good, buddy. Good to see you again.
What's going on?
Not too much. What are you up to?
I like the snow talk.
You like the snow talk?
I did.
Do you have any snow?
What's that?
You're in Ohio, right?
Western Pennsylvania. I live 10 minutes from the border of Ohio.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. I was just trying to remember. I got to turn up the volume here. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
We got a lot of snow.
Oh, you got a lot of snow right now?
Yeah, I think we've had more snow this month than I did all last year.
So you got hit with that big storm then. You got, what, about 15 or 20 inches or something like that?
No, we only got 5 of that, but that 5 was still more than anything we got last year. I think about 30 minutes east of us got hit more. But it was a nice storm. It was a 3-day event for me. It was I got 3 events out of that one little storm. So
nice.
Yeah. You do plowing too, then, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you're full service too. Yeah, it's funny because I guess you have the snow belts out there too, like Ohio, like Drew and whatever. Certain areas will get hit, not too far away from you, and you'll hardly get anything. It's the same thing with me here in Ontario, because I'm in southern Ontario. I'm closer to the Buffalo border, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with where I'm located, Johnny. That's why I'm just talking about. Drew already knows where I'm located, but it's funny because I'm maybe an hour away from Niagara Falls, from the border to Buffalo, and we'll maybe get some rain or maybe a trace of snow, but Buffalo will get 2 feet of snow. Wow. At the other side of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, right? So it's kind of like a blocker there with the escarpment too, with the Niagara escarpment and everything. So it's a hit and miss for me, in our area. A little farther north, higher elevation, actually where I'm moving to, only 20 minutes away, they'll get maybe 6 inches of snow. And where I'm at right now, a little lower elevation, we might get an inch or 2. So, the elevations areas, the higher elevation areas, they'll get more. So it's really weird, where I'm located because of the escarpment. The escarpment goes right around us, and it's kind of like a blocker for the weather. And behind the escarpment and going around it is a snow belt where they'll get heavier hit.
Mm-hmm.
We live about an hour and a half south of Lake Erie, so we get a lot of lake effect snow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of lake effect. We could get. I'm about 2 minutes from the snow belt. The snow belt stops right around a little bit below 80 that runs across Pennsylvania, and I'm just right there. I'm about 2 minutes literally from the street where they consider the snow belt. But we do get snow. We get quite a bit, about 56 inches a year.
Mm-hmm.
On a really good year, I'm sure we could get up there. Erie gets about 96 to 102 inches, and
Wow.
So we get Erie gets pounded, and then we'll get some. But this last storm was a northeastern, so.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
what's Canada like? What's Canada like with the COVID? What's going on up there? Are you guys having issues with COVID? Well, I mean, we're locked down here in Pennsylvania. I know Ohio's still open, but we're locked down here in Pennsylvania.
We're open, but I have a feeling we're going to be locked down here. If it's not now, it might be in January, I bet.
Yeah, they closed everything here. What's going on up in Canada?
Yeah, pretty much as of for Ontario, our province, they announced 12:01 a.m. Christmas Eve. We're in lockdown until January 4th. So that means restaurants are shut down again. It'll be curbside pickup and all that. So everything's kind of like what was going on back in the spring. And they should have done that a long time ago. Our numbers have gone up a lot. Like, it's just crazy. And I know all these areas, even in the States, it's going up. People are just not following what they're supposed to be doing. You know, they're having large gatherings and stuff. So we knew they're going to do this, and they're doing it on purpose, obviously, because people have gatherings, Christmas Eve, Christmas, and this and that. It's like, you know, what's more important here, our health or getting together with your friends and family, and then people possibly getting sick, and then the odd person dying from it. Yeah. So my mom is here in the stream listening right now too. So we have to be careful because of my mom. She lives in a retirement home. You could be carrying it and not knowing, right? And not be affected, but you could give it to somebody else. Now, the last thing we want to do is get my mom sick or have her carry it and bring it back. And there's 300 residents there in this retirement home, elderly people, and that's the last thing we want to do, right? And this is what the issue is. And long-term care homes and whatever, this is what's happening. People will get it, not follow the rules, bring it back in. They might not get sick, but then the other person gets sick, then they die, and then that other person, and then all of a sudden everyone's infected, and then boom, just it's common sense. People just need to follow what's going on. Like, you can get together with your friends and family another time, whatever. Let's just do what's right now.
You got a phone, use it.
Yeah, exactly. We have computers. We're happy that we got my mom a computer years ago, showed her how. It's never too late. Anybody can learn how to use a computer. We got her a camera, so at least now we can see each other and stuff. And there's other ways, but we just all need to be safe.
What has Canada done differently than maybe the United States? I'm always interested in all of this.
I honestly, what I think, and just from what I've seen in the news and stuff, at the very beginning when all this happened, Canada reacted very quick, right? And locking down, shutting down things and restrictions and whatever. Not putting down the states, but the states were behind. A lot of them were. And like, I know, following like New York, for instance, is really sad what happened there, how many people so fast got affected and died so fast. And I know the governor there wanted to shut things down, but the president didn't want to, and this and that. And I don't think the states took it that seriously, like right away, and reacted quick enough. Canada reacted pretty quick. Our numbers are going a lot higher now than it was back in the spring. It's just because people got too comfortable, right? Through all this, okay, things are getting better and this and that. Oh, hey, we can get together now. Nobody's going to know. Well, now you're having all these outbreaks again, and it's happening all around the world. So
I know our governor's pretty strict. I kind of like Ohio's governor a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it. I'm so close to Ohio. I do a lot of stuff in Ohio because I'm 10 minutes from the border. And
yeah, it's Mike DeWine or whatever, I think.
Yeah, DeWine.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be really balanced in his approach, and I kind of like his.
I mean, granted, I'm sure he doesn't want to shut any of us down, but hey, he's got to do what's best for all of us so we can stop this and get back to somewhat a normal routine again. Hopefully that'll happen, but
what I don't understand is how quickly, because I felt that we were out and about more in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Have been now, and our numbers here in Lawrence County are absolutely horrendous. And our hospital is definitely, I mean, there for a while up until I think 2 days ago, and I think that's because 4 people died. We only had 1 ICU bed at our local hospital. And
yeah, ours was way overwhelmed, and I think it also got worse too, like you said, because it's nice that everybody's outside with their friends, and then we had protesters here from the election, and I think that's also why that things really got bad around here, and then it got purple, and now we're down to the red, which I mean it's slowly going down, but I don't think it's going to be any better until springtime here, because the winter still people are going to go out. And you can't really eat inside. You shouldn't, and all that. And I don't know.
I've only been to an indoor facility once since this started, out to eat, that is.
Mm-hmm.
And there was nobody at that place. So, I mean, I find it interesting, the numbers in the summertime. And, right now at our testing facilities, we have 3. They're lined up down the highway to get tested right now. Like it does look like a scene out of one of those real weird movies, like the apocalypse or something, because you'll try to get up the road. And even when we had that huge, I mean, it's not huge, but they were advertising it as we were going to get dumped on, and we only got 5 inches, which isn't a lot for around here. I mean, we've had storms of 18 inches and 2 feet at times, but they were lined up down the highway. When I say down the highway, I'm talking 20, 30 cars deep down the highway waiting to roll through these testing places. And I just find it interesting. This summer, I mean, it was like in Lawrence County in the summer, it was kind of like nothing was going on. The only thing different was everyone was wearing a mask. But everyone was out and about. The traffic was packed. Back in March when this first hit, there was no traffic anywhere. And then the summer hit, it was like back to normal. And now it's like the numbers are horrendous. Like it's scary bad here. I mean, it literally, we had, I live in a county of 86,000 total in the whole county. And we had 15 people die in the paper yesterday.
Man, that's sad.
And that's, our obituary literally was the biggest I ever seen it. Like you'll get a normal 3-4 a day. You get 15, you're looking at this like, holy moly, what is going on here?
Yeah.
I mean, the paper was literally, the bottom part of the paper was all obituaries. Like it was lined. I'm like, whoa.
I know somebody that has COVID right now, and they're in the hospital. They're fighting because, I mean, I don't think they're on a ventilator, but, she's been, tossing the cookies and just can't, what I mean, and just feeling bad.
Well, my mind changed about COVID. A friend of mine died. He was 65. He had comorbidities. He had diabetes, controlled diabetes, though. And it was controlled with medicine, obviously. And it changed my mind instantly because it was like one of those things where like, wow, he was here, caught COVID. 3 weeks later, he's gone. He didn't even make Thanksgiving. And that right there, he would have probably lived at least another 10 years with controlled diabetes. It wasn't out of control. He wasn't losing limbs. It wasn't like he was messed up. He was controlled, but he had it. and now he's not. I changed my mind instantly. I was instantly changed about COVID, and everyone did say that it would happen as soon as someone close to you gets it. I know a lot of people have had it. It's mixed results to nothing to it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. I don't think we'll ever, I think we'll always remember this.
Yeah, it's sad. I'm hoping that the vaccine will work, but I think with social media doing what they're doing, I think America is going to have a very tough couple years because, people are already downing the vaccine. They're already saying, I won't take it. They're always saying there's no way it could be safe. And I'm like, man, if we did this to polio, we wouldn't even have a country.
Yeah. Well, I was talking with my uncle and stuff. He is a doctor for one of down there in like DC or whatever. So he's very high up, and he said that he would get it, and he told me, he's like, Andrew, when you get a chance to get it or whatever, just do it. He said it'll help you regardless.
I feel like I'm not a big conspiracy theory guy. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not. I was a Trumper. I ain't gonna lie. I like Trump. I thought he was a great president for me, my business, my family. I got those tax cuts definitely helped me. I mean, for some people they didn't. He's brash. He can be an idiot at times. I get that. But as far as a president for my business and my family, he's really good. I felt. But when 58 judges, 58 of them throw the cases out, I'm like, man, can they all be in on it? You know what I mean? I just find it interesting that, here in America at least, we can't put aside anything and really help us to. I don't know. I feel I got an answering machine here. But I just, it's over now. I feel terrible that, that we can't come together as Americans, whether you won the election or lost the election, and put it aside. Like, listen, I didn't want Biden to be president, but apparently, I mean, not one court sided with him. Not one. And I'm like, geez. Like, to me, that would be the biggest coup ever in American history, to have that many courts and then have the Supreme Court, And so we're really divided here. It's a mess. You can't talk about what we're talking about right now in public. I mean, you could get in a fight easily here. I mean, if
or shot, or who knows, stabbed. Yeah.
Biden signed in one yard, Trump in the other. I had customers that it was the weirdest thing. I would do a back-to-back customer. This customer would be a Biden guy. This customer would be a Trump guy. And they had a battle on how many signs they can put in the yard. One had 11, the other one had 15. They were up to 22 signs by the time. I'm like, how am I going to cut this grass? I'm weed whacking this grass. You can't even get around these signs. And they don't pay you to pull them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's happening, Mark?
Hi, Mark.
I finally woke up this morning. I'm still trying to get caught up on sleep.
I woke up. Excuse me. I woke up early there, and Floyd was a little late because Floyd was supposed to do his lawn dog coffee at 8:00. So Drew and I were chatting, and then I guess Floyd had to go do something, work, whatever, and so I decided I'll come up. I wasn't really scheduled to do this morning, but since Floyd couldn't do it.
Looks like Mark had a good live last night. I was kind of listening in.
Yeah, we have been on YouTube in 2 months because of the Christmas rush and the sign shop, which that took over my whole life. So now we're trying to get back to normal again. But
well, that's good though. It's doing well and stuff for you. That's good.
Yeah. Well, we were very nervous going in because we retired from the snow plowing this year because physically I can't put that many hours in anymore. I had to realize my age. As much as I was fighting it, once you put that 5 in front of all your birthdays, it gets wearing on you, and I can't put them 23 hours in them trucks in anymore. I get out and I couldn't even barely walk anymore, and I just, I says enough's enough. And Vicky, my wife, is stressed out because she's worried about me getting in an accident or having a heart attack. because my age, 56 years old, I could have a heart attack out there, and overworking myself, because when we're out there in snow removal, we're all overworking ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Get things done. We got to get it done. We got to get this person cleaned out.
Yep. Just like that last
right.
snowstorm we got, it was 8 inches of heavy, wet stuff. It took me a while. I took my time. I wasn't rushing through it.
Yeah.
Did you make all your lot times, Drew?
What's that?
Did you make all your lot times then? You know what I mean?
As in?
So for me, I do about 12 commercial lots. And they all open at a certain time. Like sometimes there's 6, employees arrive at 6, some at 7, some at 9, some at 2 in the afternoon.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. See, I struggled this storm. I took on too much, and then
I started super, super early. That's why.
Yeah, I understand what Mark was talking about, that stress. And, you know, after that 3-day storm, I could barely walk. My back hurt, my knees hurt. My shoulders hurt. My arms were falling asleep because because all the salt bags you lift up over the spreader, and you do that for 3 days straight, hundreds and hundreds of bags at a time, you get really sore. So I get what you're saying, man. I feel you. And I'm only 46. I'll be 47 here.
You got to know your limits, right? And you know your limits. It's you. You can't have somebody tell you what to do and how long you know your body. Just like me. Well, I'm 48 years old. I have limitations. I am forming a little bit of arthritis in one hand. I got a problem with my right knee, my right shoulder, and stuff. So I know my limits. I know how long I can work, how long I can be awake for. So on purpose now, this season and last season for the winter too, like. When I go finishing my properties, it might be 4 to 5 hours and I'm done. I'm not doing the 10, 14 hour, 20 hour, whatever, like what Matt MG last night on Mark's chat, he said he was out for 27 hours. I can't handle doing that because I'm done for a whole week after that. It's just everything is off. You're sleeping, you're eating, and whatever. So
didn't he just buy that truck?
That's not his truck. He's actually working for a company for the winter. Yeah, the old company that he used to do landscaping for many years before he went.
I was starting to wonder. I didn't know if he bought it or if that was he's doing.
No. But just what I'm saying here, you got to know your limitations, and it's not all about money. I know a lot of people think money, and I got to make all this, but you're killing yourself doing it. Is it really worth it?
Yep.
How do you guys handle salt? How did everyone, if you could go around the forum here, what is your method of salting? Did you use bulk salt, tailgate spreaders, in box? How do you guys handle it? And how did you store it? If you could all answer that.
I use bag salt, so I have about 8,000 pounds of salt right now in my garage on a skid, hand bombed, and I do have a salt spreader at the hitch mount, like what Drew has too, but I'm not using it this season because I only have a couple that I have to salt, and I can do it by hand. It's only taken me maybe an extra 5 minutes just to do it by hand. Next year, maybe I'll hook up the salter again. I don't know. We'll see. But my plan for snow removal after this season, because we're going to be moving next season, I want to focus only on country laneways. I want to stay in the truck. I don't want to have to get out, shovel porches, shovel sidewalks. That's what I do right now. I have residentials that I got to get out after I do the driveway. Some of the driveways that they don't want a plow blade on, so I actually have to use a snow thrower or a shovel, do the porch, do the sidewalk. I want to stop doing it, and it's killing me. My legs are killing after, and my shoulder, and this and that, and whatever. So that's pretty much what I do.
I had a hitch mount salt spreader with a remote in the truck. When I did, when we had like a freezing rain, that's the only time I would use that because I would have to get everything So I just go from driveway to driveway or parking lot to parking lot. I just fill
I'll be right back, guys.
Everything in the back of my truck and just load it up that way. But most generally, I had walk behind salt spreader for the sidewalks and stuff. That's how I did everything. And a 5-gallon bucket, because a lot of times I also take is a couple handfuls of salt. And our hardware store, Fitzpatrick's Hardware, I'm going to plug them because they're just awesome people, and they take care of the community. They're never out of anything. They always make sure they have enough for everybody, even no matter what time of the season is. They still have salt there.
Did you do bag salt then?
Yeah, I do bag salt because it's just easier for me. I don't have to worry about having an extra building to put, store the bulk stuff in. And then we also have, with the bulk salt, it's, in our area, it's kind of tough because, there's 40,000 tons of salt sitting on the dock right now, but they won't sell it to you. So you have to get it from like 2 hours away, and then you have to have another separate barn. It's just a big hassle.
Yeah.
So bag salt, for most of us is, smaller guys, I should say, who don't have the crews out there, is just easier.
Mm-hmm.
A little more expensive, but, it's not that really expensive, you think about it. So.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy bag salt in bulk, like by the skid, is it cheaper, Mark, for your area?
Not in our area, no. It's still all the same. No.
Because I got a way better deal if I buy it by the skid, which I do, and I'll bring it home and hand bomb it. Pretty much a 44-pound, 20 kilogram bag, so it's like 44 pounds, I believe, 20 kilograms. I'm getting for almost $5, $4 and change a bag.
Let's see.
Which is super. And off a skid, 63 bags on a skid. From that skid, after that skid is paid for, I'm making over $3,000.
I don't use, or I didn't use regular rock salt. I use the blend. It's got calcium chloride, rock salt, and sand mixed into it. So it's like $12 a bag. It's 40-pound bags. That's what I use because it would stick around. It wouldn't track in the stores, or the office buildings. Because you're talking like a dentist office. That's my baby there. I try to keep that, specifically as clean as possible. And my buddy that took over for me, I told him to use that salt. He has to use that salt because it's just that the customer enjoys it because it doesn't stick around in the parking lot. It melts real fast.
Mm-hmm.
But like how things freeze, when you put the salt down and it freezes, that night. Well, this doesn't really freeze. It kind of stays wet because of the calcium chloride in it.
Mm-hmm.
So it is more expensive, but I have less thought in it. I don't have to think about it. I know it's going to be doing its job. So, that's just my personal preference, and, that's just, I've been doing that for a long time. I don't remember when I started using that, but it was a long time ago. That was just, it just works for me.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's got their style and the way they like doing things, and that's just the way I like it. So,
I got the odd customer too for the residential anyway, that they want to use their own salt, so they leave a bucket because they have pet friendly salt, the ones that are easier on dogs' paws and stuff. And it takes me a couple seconds just to throw it around on the driveway quick in their front porch. So they leave a bucket in. I just suggested them, it's like, no problem. You buy it, you put it in that bucket. As long as it's right there, I'll throw it around quick for you, no problem. Like free of charge, right?
I had a couple customers like that too. It's to make the customer happy, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter.
What about you?
Well, exactly. Sorry, what's that, Johnny?
What do you do, Drew? How do you do it?
Well, I have a tailgate spreader, and I can store about a pallet in my garage. In the place I buy my salt from, I do get deals on if you buy a pallet and all that. But I can also store that there. So if I want to buy, say, 6 pallets, I can have that stored there and just come get as I need it. So that's nice, and it's not very far from me.
That's nice.
Actually, now that we're talking about that, I need to go get some more salt and bring it to my house so I don't always have to go there. But yeah, it works out, and it's a little bit cheaper. I think here, I think it comes out to be $5.45. I think a bag I'm paying, or something like that.
Where are you from?
Ohio, in Medina.
Dinah. Okay. So I buy it. I've done both. I've done bulk and I get it I pre-buy it at the beginning of the year before October 15th. And if you pre-buy it, you can get a really good deal. So I'm paying about $4.08 a bag. Last year I was paying $3.96 a bag. So a pallet's around $200.
Yeah.
$2.25 after October 15th, which raises me up to about $4.49. Bags are obviously easier to deal with, but I'm trying to find a way to get that even cheaper, because bulk salt, as you know, for a ton of it here is only $80.
Oh yeah.
And if you get the slicer, it's $100. The slicer is the mixed with the beet juice. Oh man, does that stuff work unbelievable. It don't melt anything. It don't melt the next storm if you put it on too heavy.
Right. Or if you do, I also found too, which if you do your bag salt and calcium chloride together in your salt spreader, that works nice too, because, the calcium starts working, and then when that's done, it's still got the rock. But you'll spend more money doing that. I don't do that as much anymore, but.
I have a pallet of that. That's, they actually make a salt that's mixed here. It's only 40-pound bags though. But yeah, I think you get 63 on a pallet. I get 49 bags on a regular pallet. 50-pound bags. I think that stuff there is $6 a bag if you buy it by the pallet. I haven't had to use it yet. There's another company that sells slicer in the bag, and it's $6 a bag too if you buy it by the pallet.
I believe ours are 50-pound bags, and there's 49, I believe, on a pallet here.
That's how ours is.
Yeah.
Can't put that one extra bag. I mean,
I know.
You guys are really good on prices. Rock salt here is $8 a bag.
Oh wow.
Where are you at?
Northeast Michigan.
I wouldn't think that about Michigan. Man, that's crazy.
It's taxes. Everything's taxed.
Oh, you guys, you're not tax exempt?
No, everything, because everything's taxed and taxed and taxed. So it keeps driving the price of everything up. Like the mixed salt that I used was $13 a bag. So that's just the way it is. And for us to buy a bulk ton of salt is $100 a ton. So it's just the way it is. That's the price we pay for being up in the north. But also we don't have to deal with a lot of the other stuff that everybody else is dealing with. So. As far as the COVID stuff, we get, it was climbing pretty good. We were getting 30 to 50 cases a day, and our community is only like 19,000 people. So, but now it's leveled off. But still, it's just the price we pay is up here for being away from everybody.
Absolutely. I also missed back in the day when they had 80-pound bags of salt.
Oh my God.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Yep.
I forgot all about them.
And then what also is nice too, which I don't know, this is something easy I've done too. Like when you go to Home Depot, you guys get your seed in those like containers. You fill those up with salt and use them to shake on your sidewalks. It makes it a lot better too than just a bucket too, because you don't have to put it down heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I'm the only one I've seen do this online. Is I take a 5-gallon bucket and I stick it underneath my armpit like this, and I put my hand in there and I just go like this.
Yeah.
And if you just use your fingertips, you can really control it. I mean, it's right down the middle. I mean, I save a lot of. I tried to use the salt spreaders. They pound the sidewalks.
That's why I use those shakers. Yeah. It's so much easier. You can just barely put it down if you don't need it.
See, it's funny. I used a fertilizer spreader.
Yeah, I've done that too.
You got to wash it off every time, though. Otherwise, it'll rust up and you won't move the wheels anymore. But, that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right, Johnny, with the five gallon bucket, and that's what I put my salt in buckets into the back of the truck. I always have 8 buckets back there, and same thing. There's technique, flicking the salt, and you can do it so much faster walking around doing it like with that technique than dumping it into a spreader, walking around with a spreader. The spreader is going to be shooting it in areas that you don't want salt, and you have more control if you just do it by hand.
Or
People don't understand that.
I'll see people set the 5 gallon bucket down and then grab it and then kind of toss it like that and then move the bucket up. I'm like, I do city blocks, so it'd be really tough for me to, I got 2 properties that have city block sidewalks. Their building sits in the middle, and then you have to do all around the city block and then do the inserts of their business. So I just, when I discovered it to do it that way, it's like click, 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 click. You're gone. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
But my shoulder does hurt. My shoulder does hurt, after a storm like we just did. I remember trying to sleep and I couldn't sleep for a day. I only got like 2 hours sleep because when I'd roll over on the shoulder, it would hurt. But I guess that's the snow game.
Yeah, it's all about technique and being efficient. You can save a lot of money on salt too. Unnecessary salt going in the wrong places, and
absolutely.
It's the most profitable thing I do, though, and I never relied on snow removal ever. I never needed it, but it's the most profitable by far. I mean, if you can drop your plow and salt a lot, it's outrageous what you can do. I don't take anything really huge. I don't have any real massive lots where I need loaders or anything. I've never had to bring in a loader to move snow, but those small, real quick commercial lots, from 8,000 to maybe 20,000 square feet, just get in there, get out of there. I mean, I can't believe the money that you can make in snow removal. It's not even close to my regular business. My fertilizing and mowing. It's not even the same realm. But I am getting to the point now where this last storm kind of made me think that it's time to maybe hang up the old snow plow.
It shows up. Your body tells you it's time.
It was the stress for me. Just I haven't been stressed the last couple of years. I took on 5 extra lots because our snowstorms the last couple of years have been like a ½ inch to an inch. And I have a 10-foot plow and you can blast an inch out real quick and salt it. Well, the last 2 storms, we've been over 3 inches. So it was like, I haven't done a 3-inch storm or a 5-inch storm since, what is it? It's 2020. I would say 2018. So it's been 2 years, and I almost forgot why I only had 6 lots to do. Now all of a sudden you're up to 12, and it was like boom. You got hit. And I was behind, and I hit my truck a couple times. I hit the tailgate spreader a couple times, and just what a mess. I just made a mess of it.
Yeah.
Let's see, our normal snow is 2 to 4 inches all the time. 2 to 4 inches. That's normal. For Mike, it's 5 to 10 centimeters there. But what was it, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe? We had 7 nor'easter storms where it dumped 10 inches each time, at least, and it was horrible. It was like 1 a week. We were getting them big storms like that.
Yeah, I remember
that was before I started YouTube. That was probably the year before I started YouTube. And oh my goodness, it was horrible. We had no place to put anything.
Especially in some of those businesses you had, Mark, where I remember,
Yeah, it was, oh man, it was horrible.
The other day, Mark, I was looking back on some of your older videos, the snow removal ones, and I was watching some of your older ones again.
The older ones with that silver truck. That silver truck was a nice truck. I wish I never would have sold that truck.
No.
That truck was a beast. It was a ½ ton with the max towing package. that thing would push like there is no tomorrow. That thing was just a beast.
What
I think
plows
so,
are
man.
you guys using?
What's that?
What plows are you guys using?
I
Western.
use. Sorry, Mark.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I use Arctic snowplows. Have you heard of Arctic?
No, not me personally.
Yeah, it's a Canadian brand. It is in the States. It's not as popular. There are some people. I have found some channels, people in the States that use it. But yeah, I got a straight blade and a V blade and the Arctic hitch mount spreader.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got, Drew?
I got a Boss Poly 7.6 straight.
You like Boss?
It's okay. I got a good deal on it, so I bought it, but then I realized that the dealer is not that close to me and stuff when I have a Myers dealer up the road from me, but I really don't like them because I've had some issues with them because that's where I bought my trailer from. So it's, it's a give and take. And then I have a Snowway salt spreader, which Dad hasn't given me any problems with.
What size? What size is your Snowway?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I believe it can get 6 to 8 bags in it, so it's a good size. If you look on my channel, obviously that is my name on there. Whatever, you could see what my I have 2 videos of my snow stuff on there, and you can kind of get an idea of what it is.
All right, I'll check you out. You Drew's Lawns.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll check you out.
Nate
I
the
love
Great.
it.
Why did I sell it? The reason why I got out of snow plowing, actually, I had plowed snow for 35 years. I started plowing snow when I was 20 years old. I had my first truck was a 3/4 ton international pickup.
Oh,
It had, I think it was a Myers plow. It had 2 sticks, one for up and down and one for left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers on plows. That was my first plow. And that's, I've been doing it for a long time. I worked for an excavating company for 17 years. So I was running, most of the time in the wintertime, I would be running the Caterpillar 970 loader, which is a 5-yard bucket. And that's what I run. Would run that 24 hours a day because that's where I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was the guy pushing off the snowbanks and everything. And when I wasn't in that, I was running a 1-ton truck dually with a 10-foot V blade or V plow on it. That was my backup pickup, or that's what I would use. That's the 2 pieces of equipment I would run all winter long. So that's why I hate a V plow. I hate them because I hated that thing because it was big and heavy and slow and but it had its place. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I would bust through a driveway, just be it, and just bust right through a 4-foot drift, just mash it, keep right on going. So, but when I left after 17 years of that excavating company, I says I wasn't plowing snow anymore. I took 1 winter off, and I was back plowing snow again. Just because, like Johnny said, there's so much money in a short time. It's hard to get pass up that much money because you make so much of it in a little bit of time. But.
I know this last storm that I did those 3 days, that the money from that storm will pay for all of January, and I went out on Sunday, so I'm paid for all of January and half of February now. So my winter fund has not. Well, I haven't touched a winter fund in, God, I don't know. I save a winter fund every year, but I haven't touched one. I can't even remember the last time I touched one since I started doing snow and got into the commercial end of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it saves. You can save within 5 years. You can save $100,000 like that just by doing snow removal and not having to touch a winter fund. And then you continue to build a winter fund every year, and you don't touch it. You just keep going.
Oh, hey, Vicky.
Hey, good
Hi,
morning.
Vicky.
How y'all doing?
Okay.
Hi, Johnny.
How are you?
Good. Nice to see y'all. We've been hiding.
Did you just wake up, Vicky?
Yeah, the grasshopper says when I started plowing snow, we used to get a lot of snow in Michigan. No, that was towards the tail end of it. In the 70s, we would have so much snow, it's unreal. But
That's how it was around here too. It would snow in December, and you wouldn't see grass until March. And now now in between snows, like we're going to get some snow today. It looks like from 1 to 1. But if we didn't get it today, the snow that we just had, that 5 inches, I can already start seeing patches of grass already.
Yeah.
It'll be gone. It'll definitely be gone.
Yeah, we're supposed to, I think it's tomorrow, I think it is, supposed to be in a 40 for us. Something like that. So, but that's just the way this winter's going to be. Just because our lake levels are so high, and they're not frozen. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a bunch of snow.
Yep.
And then our bay is at, what is it? It's like 40 degrees right now. So it'll control the heat and, just melt it down. But because the bay is warm, every time the snow comes through, it swirls and, it goes out over the bay and then comes back. So it dumps on us twice. So, it's, I don't know. It works. I'm okay with it. I'm not plowing, so I'm okay with it. So.
Yeah. So Johnny, what do you have for a plow?
I have Western Whiteout with a Boss spreader.
Oh, okay. Nice.
TGI 11 TGS 1100, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I bought that brand new last year. I was running a Snowway 29R with wings, and then I had a Snow Dog 7.5 foot. I really like that plow. That would plow anything. And then I always had a Snow EX 575. I moved up. I moved up to the TGS just to, because I was tired of jumping into the back of the truck to load 575. It only fit 7 bags. So when you do 2 lots, and then all of a sudden you get to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, you're dumping in. So the TGI will let me put 800 pounds in it, 16 bags. So I can load up in the morning and start my first 3-4 lots. 1, 2, 3, 4 lots are covered. I don't have to jump at all.
Yeah, that's good.
Again for the rest. So it's not bad.
That's good.
When last year when I didn't have the extra lots, I could actually do all my lots with one load right in the spreader, and then I only need 5 buckets to do my sidewalks. So, but this year it's a little bit different. I have to take extra bags, and it's a little bit different. But the spreader's okay. I don't like the way it spreads. It spreads really well on the higher settings. Like the high settings, it'll spread 20 feet, 20, 30 feet. But on the lower settings, it doesn't have the whipping power to really whip it. Like that Snowway, it had 100 for settings, 1 to 100, and I could set that thing on 43, and it would just do a lot perfectly. Now this here has settings 1 to 10, and when you first turn it on, it's in blast mode no matter what.
Right. That's how mine is. Yeah.
And so it does really well in blast mode. And then I tried to set it on 5, I couldn't do it. Now I'm on 6 or 7, and it's okay. The Boss spreader definitely is nice because of the up and down that you can get it on and off the truck. Seconds. Their system is the best. It's just the way you can flip that little wheel out, push it forward, it comes right off your truck, and you can wheel it back like a dolly, and it could be off your truck. And literally, I could take it on and off in under a minute, and it's light. There's nothing to it. And then the Western I bought because everyone else around here has one. I'm assuming that was the Cat's Meow, and you can take that on and off really quick. The Western, like that the way they hook up it gives you a lot of room for error. So you don't have to be perfect going in. If you can just get it close, this plow will hook up. And we're talking about two minutes max. You spend more time walking to click it in than you do actually getting it on and off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I bought that. I'm not totally impressed with the wide out because I already had a plow that was already 10 foot. So I'm not seeing those massive savings. Like everyone was like, oh, you can knock a half hour off your lot. I haven't found that to be true, to be honest with you. I like the scoop mode though. I do like the wide out scoop mode. I found that to be the most.
That's around here, but pretty much everybody's got the wide out. I'll have it in the scoop mode. That's what they want about. They don't want the real wide. They just want the scoop mode, so it gets rid of that trail out on the outside. So
yes, that's what I found. But if you have like Snowway, their wings went like this. They just stayed like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you were always kind of in scoop mode. So that's where I just didn't see the. But I like when you're wing rowing, you can go out to 10 feet and then put the one wing in.
Yep.
And while you're wing rowing, I can take on a regular plow, you'd only be able to take half that load. I can go almost 80% of that plow.
Right.
Really just push that lot and get moving.
Yeah.
Because that wing is curved in and it's pushing all that snow that would be dumping over right in.
Yeah, talking about wings, Neil's bringing up he used wings last year. I like using a straight blade. I do have the V blade too, and I get it. The V blade does save a little bit of time. I'm thinking about getting wings for my straight blade, and I know Mark. You put them on your straight blade there before you sold it, and like Neil said too, did it make a huge difference?
Yeah. Well, Randy from Countryside Vlogs was on me for 2 years to put wings on my blade, and he says once you put wings on the blade, you'll never go back. And I waited till I needed a cutting edge because I wanted to have everything new. And once I put them wings on there, they were never coming back off. Because everything I plowed was straight. I hardly ever angled the blade anymore. It was always straight. And, when you're doing a parking lot in between cars, it was nice because I could go straight through and not have everything spilling over on the sides. So I could actually get closer to the vehicles and clean it up nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And it saved me, I did not realize how much time it would save me until I started using it. It saved a pile of time. Just by not having a trail on the outside.
Yeah. My question is now, if you have the straight blade angled, like say you want all your snow going to the right and you have the wings on, does it still put the snow to the right or does it cake in?
No, it still puts us out there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But
you'll be able to take a bigger bite though with wings. Like when I did 7.5 for years.
Yeah.
And then I went to this snow conference about snow and ice removal, SnowX did. And the guy up front was talking about how to save time. And he was talking about ice control. And then he mentioned about wings. He said, if you're not using wings on your blade, you're foolish. And so I went and bought a set. At that time, it was Snowway. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was awkward. I thought it looked a little weird. But my first time out, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was overtaken with joy.
Yeah.
Because you can add an extra lot if you wanted to, or you can go home and go back to bed. I mean, you will fly through your lot. And, no offense to the V, but plows with wings, I would take that. The only thing I like over the wide out over the plow with wings is it can go scoop when you need it to scoop. But I don't think the wide out is worth $2,500 more than a 7.5 foot plow with a set of wings. I don't see a much big time difference at all. I would definitely buy wings, especially anything that curves in a little bit. Right. You're still going to lose some on that right side if you take too big of a bite, but you're going to be able to take a bigger bite every time for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking into it right now. Can you get like aftermarket wings that will fit on any straight blade?
Yes. That's
Or-
my
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing a search with Arctic, and there's really not that much. They got power ones, like the ones that are hydraulic, whatever, that will come in. I guess it's like the whiteout or whatever come in. I just want to get something plain and simple, like what Mark put on his that I seen in your video there. And where did you get those from?
I'll have to look back, but I don't, because Randy told me where to get them from, and that's where I got them from.
Buyers.
Okay.
You can get them
Buyers,
from
yeah, that's it. Buyers.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
buyers. All right.
Now, be careful
Okay.
with the buyers because they are a little bit, they can be a little bit flimsy. You know what I mean? But they're aftermarket and they do work. But I would look into like your company boss has them and they're made for your plow. Like you have to do the buyers, you have to do some work. To
Yes,
put 'em on the plow. You have to
Okay.
you have to drill. In fact, I think if I'm not mistaken on the buyers, you have to drill your blade itself.
Yes, you do.
So I would look into like if I had a boss makes some nice ones that clip right in real firm, or if Arctic has those ones that fold in, like Snowway has they go in and you pin them. They're real simple. Buyers has some too. Buyers Snow Dog has
Okay.
their own set of wings where they clip right on. They're part of your frame.
Right.
And they push right in. Two huge massive beams go into there, and then you just clip right down onto them, and they're sturdy.
Okay.
I mean, you'll do a lot of damage with wings if you catch a.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you got me on the kick now. After the stream, I'm going to call my Arctic dealer and inquire a bit wings.
You add an extra lot a day. That's how much. If you're doing 5 lots, I could do 6.
Yeah.
Just by adding the wings, it really was.
Yeah.
It was.
And I didn't.
Close.
I didn't think.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would save me that much time until I did it the first time, and it's like, oh my, what a difference! Huge difference. I was very happy the first time I put that blade down, started clearing off a lot. It made that much of a difference. It was huge difference.
And nothing against the V blade, like what Johnny said too, because I have both. I like back dragging better with the straight blade versus the V blade. You know, when you do a residential driveway back, that's why my last video there, you'll see I switched it. I took my V blade off. Now I have the straight blade on the truck for the next storm because I kind of missed using the straight blade. It's simple because you're up, down, right, left. That's it. You know, it's simple. You know, I know I'm all about simple. So that's why now I'm really interested and curious. I want to get wings now and try that out because now you have a box plow. You know, you have so much more with your straight blade still too.
I know with the wide out, it's very difficult. And I know everyone's, Johnny, you're a sissy, Johnny. You don't know what you're doing. But you have to think 25 seconds ahead of what you want to do. So when you push into the plow and you put it in reverse, you have to be thinking how you want this plow configured on your next pass, whether it's scoop, whether it's winged, or whether it's 10. And so I'm constantly thinking, okay, this wing here has to be out. This wing here has to be in. And it's crazy. You know, if you just get a plow with wings, just wings, left, right, up, down. That's all you need to know. It becomes second nature. And I'm sure, you know, this is my second year with the wide out. I'm sure I've gotten a lot better with it. I am sure there'll become a point where those buttons will become like, blah, 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 but I'm still, what I noticed is every time you push into the plow, you have to be thinking, how do you want the plow configured for your next pass? So you have to, while you're putting it in reverse and backing up, you have to be pushing the wings to do what you need to do. Or else you're going to, when you finally do get back there, you're going to be like, oh, I got to wait for these wings. Because it's not like instantaneously. They go like this. And then they curve in, and then you got to curve them back. There's not like buttons that say, I want you just 10 feet.
Yeah, 100% what you just said, Johnny. I agree. And this is my second season with the V-Blade. I didn't even plan on getting a V-Blade last year. I was looking for a Salter. I landed a great deal for the combo pack, and I just couldn't resist, and that's why I got the V blade. But yeah, you're constantly thinking, exact same what you said. You're going up, you're scooping, now you're backing up, now you're looking if anybody's behind you or whatever, and you're thinking at the same time, now what are you going to do? You got your controller on the lap. All depends on what kind of controller you have, but there's a lot going on, and you got to feel it, that controller. You can't look down because you need to look outside where you're driving and stuff. So there's too much going on. And I'm not saying I can't handle doing it, but it's simple. I like my straight blade. I just want to go up, down, right, or left.
Right.
I got the new V plow this year. That's what I ended up getting. XT, the Boss XT. We'll see. I haven't used one before. We'll see how we like it.
Yep.
Is that a V or is that the?
It's a V.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I looked at. Everybody I talked to said the V is pretty versatile. But the ones you're talking about, the straight blade with the wings on the end, is the way to go. But my concern with those is like if you get a bank or something, are you able to get through those teller areas? The drive-through areas.
It depends on now the Snowway. If you have a 7.5 foot and you put the wings on, if you angle it the whole way, I was able to get through. My ends were touching both sides because I do two banks that if I angle it the whole way, I can get through those little areas. Now you can't do that with an 8 foot with wings,
Right.
but I'd measure it out, and I'd go that way. The biggest downfall in Pennsylvania with wings is, I guess it's illegal. I've never been pulled over. I never took my wings off. Once the wings went on, they never came off. But I guess rolling down the street in a 9.5, 10 foot plow, I guess that's illegal here in Pennsylvania, and you will get pulled over. So that's something to think about, or else you have to, after every stop, unpin them, take them out, and put them in the back, which I never did that. But,
well, at this rate in Michigan, where I'm at, I'm gonna have a brand new plow at the end of the season because I ain't used it once yet.
I think my friend used to have a 12.5, I think, after he put his wings on. But, of course, obviously you got to have it angled in when you're driving, so.
Yeah, but Floyd, you got to go to northern Michigan where we got 2 feet of snow on the ground.
I know. Well, I was up there, oh, man, north of Bitely the other day hunting, and it was pounding. When I shot my deer, it was pounding on us. I got back home, we had no snow. It was like,
next, Houghton, it has no snow. They're using the I can't think of what they call it. The river there from the bridge. They're ice skating on it for the first time. They've never been able to ice skate on it because it's always covered in snow. So the river is full of people.
and that's scary. Ice skating walking on rivers, in general.
Oh, yeah.
It's scary. Like that's like them ice road truckers. I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Floyd, you haven't grown up around water.
Yeah.
Pond hockey was our thing all the time. Because we would pond hockey we'd be playing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the ice quit moving when we were out there, that's when we were on it. Because we would be walking out there and watching the ice go moving.
We do it on lakes. We don't do it on the rivers. We'll play hockey on lakes.
Oh yeah. Nothing like making a snowmobile ride, run down a river and hit open water. It's always a blast. You just put it right to the wood and just keep right on going. Open water running. Yeah, we're a little confused, but gotta have fun.
I don't know about the back drag blade.
Oh yeah, they're very popular, and there's a buddy of mine cut his time in half on these driveways with the back drag.
That's what they say.
He backs up.
I've never seen one even. I'd have to look online see how to even use one.
He backs up to the garage. He drops the blade, and he opens it up to wherever the driveway is.
Yeah.
He makes one pass. He gets it out to the curb, and he just pushes it off, and he's done.
Yeah. Yeah, Randy from Countryside has one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's an Arctic.
Awesome. they're expensive, but
Yeah.
if you're in it for the long haul and you still got another 10 years that you're going to be plowing snow, on the residential driveways, that's where it needs to be used all the time.
You guys like I hate residential driveways. You guys do a lot of that?
Yeah, I have.
That's most of mine. But I'm still new. This is only my second year plowing ever. Last year, and I don't even count last year because, like I said, I only went out like 12 times last year, so we didn't get a lot of snow. So,
well,
I'm very much a rookie at plowing.
Yeah, well, it's I don't know. Actually, John, you don't know what I did. I did my plowing. I did 3 parking lots and 42 driveways. So I was in and out. I do a driveway I could do 6 driveways in an hour.
Yeah, that's about right for me too.
And so I would, that gives you an idea how long I was in my truck. But I did not touch sidewalks the first day. I always went back the second day to the sidewalks. And all my customers do that. So
I just never liked them. When I first started, I had 47 driveways. 47.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Once I got into the commercial with the salting, I wanted rid of those as fast as I could get. I have 5 driveways now, and I hate doing them. Like I just, as soon as I pull up, my whole demeanor just goes like this. I just, for some reason, I guess, lining them up, is cool. But once I'd seen the money, because, like last year was a bad year for us in snow removal. In fact, I think it was my worst year. But my salting was still up because, like tonight, even if this snow doesn't stick, even if it rains all day, which, it's supposed to snow from 1 to 1, a half inch, and that melts off because we had a warm day yesterday. Well, if it gets down to 30 degrees, I'm still going out to salt my lots. And so that's a service. I'm still servicing. I don't even know if I need a plow anymore. The last couple of years, I think I dropped my plow 6 times total last year and maybe 10 times the year before that. Now I dropped it 3 times this year, which is more. That's half of what I did last year. But I was out salting. I still used 8 pallets of salt last year.
Right. See, we have one company that's got kind of a monopoly on all the parking lots just because they're the ones that have the 40 tons of salt or 40,000 tons of salt on the dock that's drawn by the boatloads. And they have 2 guys, the 2 salt spreaders that hold, that's all they are. They're just, they're big trucks. They're bigger than their salting trucks are bigger than the county and the city trucks.
We have that here too. I found the niche in doing credit unions, local credit unions, and insurance offices, local insurance offices. Anything local. It just seems, I don't deal with management companies at all. I don't even try to play with them. But anything local, like credit unions, insurance offices, even local gas stations, I don't really like them. I have 1 gas station, but anything.
I have 1 gas station.
Commercial that's like that. I just find it so much more money, like a notary or a tax accountant that has a lot. Those people, they're not looking for those real big outfits. They'll pay you. They want it clean. Zero tolerant lots. Lawyers are a little rough to deal with, but anything local attached to it, like even like an HVAC company, it seems like every town has their own HVAC company that rules the town. Even working for them, they have multiple warehouses, and they just seem to. They're local, and they'll deal with you. And I found that the money in the small commercial lots, is outrageous. I've never seen anything like it. And
I love the zero tolerance parking lots. The small zero tolerance I love them.
Yeah,
money.
It works really well. Yeah.
Silence.
So if you was go back with everything, would you prefer plowing in a half ton or a 1 ton?
I like the half ton just because it's lower to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
the truck I
with
got
both.
now is just pretty high.
I plowed with both. I plowed with half tons, 3/4 tons, and 1 tons. I like the half ton better.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make sure it's got the max towing package or something of that sort, because it's just got it's geared different.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 373 gears in it, and you can push and pull anything with them. So you just got to make sure the gearing's right. That's all, and make sure it's got lockers front and rear. Because if it doesn't have lockers, you're pissed because you're always getting stuck.
Mm-hmm. I'll just make sure when obviously my truck is a 1500, but the next truck I get, I'll at least try to do a 2500 HD and all that.
Well, the 2500 you don't have to worry too much about, because it's going to take a little bit more, or it's going to take quite a bit more than a half ton is. But the half ton you just got to remember it's a half ton pickup.
Right.
You can't be beating the hell out of it, and of course you can't be beating the hell out of any truck when you're plowing. You should be thinking about it and taking care of it. But you do get into a rhythm. And the hardest part about plowing is remembering to stop before you put it from reverse to drive. That shuts off the transmission every single time because it overheats it. And you get into a parking lot and you get into that rhythm, and you just got to remember to stop. So, because you'll do it. I've done it a couple of times. Every year I do it. I go, son of a. When you hear it go clunk, and you go, damn it.
The 2500s are, if you rate them, if you title them right, you can put a lot of extra material in there, and that's where the benefit is. And then you have better leaf springs that can hold, like my Ford. I can put a pallet of salt, run a wide out, and throw salt in the salter, and I'm still within my legal limits. Whereas the half ton, if it's not registered right, because most people they'll register them as a half ton, and then you roll out with a 700-pound plow, you throw a half a ton of salt in,
you're overweight.
All of a sudden, you get pulled over. That's not a fine that you want. And around here, these guys will weigh you in a heartbeat. If you look bad, they're going to pull you over.
I believe my sticker is 14,000 pounds. I believe.
Well, that's a huge sticker. I mean, I think you're rated for more than me, and I'm a 3/4.
Well, the 12,000 pound sticker was the same as a 14. So I got the 14 because of my trailer, because I have my equipment all in there, and that's pretty heavy. So
now you can update your springs. I've done that on my half tons, where I've went to a spring place and they'll throw a couple extra leaf springs in there, and that'll really help. It's basically looking the part. I know around here they're evil. They're evil, man. They'll find the living tar out of you if they can get you overweight. I never see anyone attack small businesses like these DOT guys. I mean, they will rip you a new one.
That's the way they are in Michigan. They'll if you're running down the road and it looks like your plow is a little bit too long, they're pulling you over. Or if it's too wide, they'll pull you over and they'll start measuring. They go around and do that constantly. They'll sit across the street from where you're plowing a parking lot and watch you. If you make a mistake, they'll pull you over. They'll sit there and watch you, wait for you to make a mistake. That's how bad it is.
Huh. And you figure
I haven't ran into that yet.
I mean, that almost seems like, wait a minute, you're on private property. Go find something else to do.
I think Mark's pissed off a lot of people up there. Maybe it's just them.
They were pulling people over and giving them tickets for trailer hitches the one year. It was completely not legal, but they were still doing it.
When I was running employees, we were on overtime. It was a Friday night, and I was waiting for my lawn mowing crew to come back, and it was taking, and I knew what kind of list I got. They should have been home by 3:00. They come pulling in at 5:30, and I'm like, "What's going on? You guys are all sitting on overtime. What's going on?" Then he hands me a long sheet. They pulled him over and did a safety check, braking check, checked tires,
Yep.
everything. They did an hour-long inspection with my employees, both of them sitting on overtime.
Yep.
And they gave me a list of things that I had to have done within 9 days. And I was like, I can't believe that someone can do this to you. I can't believe they can do this to you.
So my guys got pulled over earlier this year with a trailer, and the cop literally just said, "Hey, I just noticed the emergency brake line, the cable was busted. Get that fixed." And that's it. And he said, they drove away. That's all they cared about. He just happened to be sitting there solid. Like I don't know. My cops don't seem to have an issue with too much around here. Plus, my assistant coach is also a state police officer here. So
I actually pull myself over now. I just pull myself over. I'll see them. I'll just pull myself over. I say, "Guys, I have time. Why don't you go ahead and run through and find whatever you need to find?" And then it's just easier because you get an orange sticker. You get an orange sticker, and if you have that orange sticker, that means you've had a safety check done. And so I've done it the last 2 years. I've done it both years that way. I just, as soon as I see them, I pull right over and say, "Hey guys, let's just," because they're gonna get you at the worst time.
Yeah.
They'll probably
make
find
it your
something
time. Yeah, that makes sense.
that will get you. So I'd rather be on good terms with them to say, "Listen, if it's unsafe, I just want to make it safe." So, but they'll get you at the worst time, and then they'll find the living daylights out of you, and you'll be screwed.
I haven't gotten pulled over in a couple of years, but the last time I was pulled over by the DOT, it was because my push mower handle was sticking out too far over the trailer, supposedly, but it wasn't. That's why he pulled me over. And my license plate was bent too, so that was another time I got pulled over.
A little bit of a bend plate, huh?
Yeah, it's nitpicking. But they pull you over trying to get you, they can pull you over for that because they're trying to get you on something else. But yeah, when they do stuff like that, they get attitude from me because they always pull me over. Like Johnny says, the most inconvenient time. I'm running against the clock. I'm doing it in the middle of a leaf cleanup, and it irritates me to no end that you're pulling over for something silly when I seen a guy running down the road with his trailer dragging on the side of the road because it's all kicked off to one side, and they just let them go. Yeah, because I'm a commercial guy, that's what happens. Yeah, it irritates me. I know they're trying to do their job, but come on, use common sense a little bit.
I don't know if you can see this, but it's a card. I don't want to give the guy's name out. I don't know. Can you see this?
Move it to the Yeah.
So if I present that card, the next time I get pulled over, then nothing happens.
Okay.
So that's
you got to get out of jail free card.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I pull myself over. I really do. I'm really nice to those guys. I mean, that cost me a lot of money. Both guys on overtime. I didn't make any money on the lawns that day, and with all the repairs that I had to make, and some of them were really nitpicky. I mean, we're talking, hey, your battery is half. You know what I mean? Your battery on your pull-away trailer is half. Retested it at half. You might want to take a look at that, and they wanted to show proof of a receipt that you had it looked at. The pull-away cord wasn't broke, but it was frayed at the top end, and where it looped together, where they had that little tie, it was frayed there. And the brakes on the back end of the truck were at 30%, and it was just all kinds of, when they start pulling your tire off your truck, you're in trouble, man. I mean, they did a complete overhaul of the truck, and they have that right to do that in PA. They can pull you over if you got if you have a inspection sticker and it's within 2 months, they will pull your tire off and check your brakes. If your brakes are bad, they'll go back to the inspection person.
Wow.
In case you're getting lift and stick them, because they don't want you doing that. They want to make sure there's no rust on the truck.
I guess I've been lucky. I haven't got pulled over by DOT yet.
I hope
Yeah,
you don't.
they're very strict here too. Same thing. You got to be licensed. We have a thing called CVOR. It's for commercial vehicle licensing, and if you're towing your truck and trailers over 10,000 pounds, you have to have a yellow sticker on your vehicle, on your trailer. Now there's a process. There's testing you got to go through, like through the Ministry of Transportation, and there's a fee to it too. And then it's only $50 every year. But every year you have to get an annual inspection on your truck and your trailer too. So one of my trucks and my dump trailer empty is over 10,000 pounds already. So I had to get it. There's a lot of people around here that don't have it, and like Mark said, they're very obvious. You'll see a truck driving down the road and the trailer's dragging, the hitch. They're in a V position like that, and their truck is all rusted out around the wheel wells and everything. They're the first person that's going to get pulled over, and the tires are going to get pulled off, and the full inspection. So they are very strict here, and I agree with it. And people need to maintain their vehicles. You're on the road every day and all that. You have tires flying off the trucks, killing people, whatever. Just everybody needs to do their part and do their maintenance. It's a part of the business.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, see, I already got plans this spring to replace all the bearings and brakes and drums and everything on my trailer, including, I'm going to go through the whole trailer, check all the wiring out, and change that battery for the brakes, for the pull away. I got to change that out. So actually, I'm going to change out the whole control unit. So, it's just a preventative thing, and it's just safety for everybody around me, including myself, because there's always someone that's not paying attention that's going to pull out front of you. And if the brakes are not up to snuff and you're loaded right up with all the equipment that you need for the day, and if you can't stop, that's on you. That's your fault. And all that stuff. So, I believe in the safety and keeping up equipment. You have to. It's protecting everybody, yourself and everybody around you. So it's kind of taking responsibility for yourself. So
it's a good idea. I should definitely check my battery in my trailer, even though it's only 2 years old, but still good idea to check it next spring.
I'm changing the whole control box. I'm just because it's running the salt a couple times because running late in the season on the leaf cleanups. So I'm just going to change it all out. It's minimal amounts of money, and I don't, it's a few $100, but I don't have to think about it. If I'm out on the road and I don't have to think about stuff what could be wrong, that's just better for me. That takes a lot of stress and thought out of my daily routine, because we're trying to take care of everybody, and we don't need to have that other stuff in the back of our mind. I should have done this, and I should have done that, and I don't know. I'm a kind of a maintenance person. I got to make sure if it looks like it needs to be fixed, it's get fixed. I don't I don't want to be down anymore. I want, that's like my vehicles. My buddy takes care of all my vehicles. If I think I have something going on, I just drop it off and say, fix it. And he don't even tell me how much it is. He just fixes it because he knows I'm just going to say fix it because I just want it fixed. I don't have time to be broke.
I drop my truck off at the mechanics. That's exactly what I do. In fact, he doesn't even I give him a list, and I say, I want it all fixed.
Yep.
I don't want to, if brakes are at 40%, I know they'll be gone by July if I get them fixed in December. Just fix them. I don't want, what I mean? I don't have time in July to make an appointment, have my truck down.
Exactly.
To do it. Just fix them now and be done with it, and then that'll get through the whole year, and I don't have to worry about it. Or if the tires, they pass inspection, but no, just please, proactive, being proactive with anything in life, whether it's your roof of your house or your hot water tank has been acting up for a year. It's on its last leg. you know, and then all of a sudden, you know what's going to happen. The hot water tank is going to go at the
On Sunday
absolute
afternoon.
worst time. So
On
you might as
Sunday
well just get it
afternoon.
fixed.
It's going to go Sunday afternoon when you get a whole house full of people. That's when it's going to go.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
That's how it happens. You see the roof. Every time you come home, you look up there like, oh, that's getting bad. I better do something.
Yeah.
And then you still let years go by, and then all of a sudden, bang, it hits. And now you're not only into a roof, you're into plywood, you're into more insulation because it's went through. So I that's how I try to live.
Yep.
You know, especially my
I
wife
just had to get my roof done around my chimney the other day.
See, we're getting a whole new roof next summer time or spring or whenever. We already put half down on it. They did an estimate here a little bit ago, but you know, the skylights are okay. New skylights in there, I don't want to deal with it. A buddy of mine's going to put in a garage heater. And it's got to be vented through the roof, and I want him to have that in there before the roof gets put on. Because when the roofers come in there, I want it to, you know, I want it all sealed up good. And the company that we're using is going to be in and out in one day.
Nice.
Those roofers are ridiculous sometimes. You got a crewman. I've seen them do a house in a half a day. Like, I don't like roofing. I don't. That's a job I've done in the past for helping buddies out, and I am not a roofer.
So this company that we're using has 10 guys roughly on the roof. They strip it all off, put it all together. You know, they'll do everything. They'll be in and out. They'll get there about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. They'll be out of there by 3.
That's how it was when they did our roof. They got here like at 7. I believe they only took one break, and that was lunch. And then they just busted it out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's you know, and the prices are about the same. You know, so we're just going that because that's what they specialize in. So yeah, the guys are kind of rough looking, but you got to be rough looking to work on that roof all day long. You know?
Sucks in the summer though, being hot as heck.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm going to be getting off here. I wanted to ask MBG Adventures a question real quick, if you don't mind. I'm going to be getting off here. Question for you: since you live in Canada, what is the healthcare system like, and what is the differences between Canada and America? You know, is there a big difference? Is you know? Let me know. Like I've always wanted to ask the one who's from there. Like, what are the biggest differences?
Honestly, I'm not sure exactly how your healthcare system is, but from what I understand, we have more free healthcare. We have a thing called OHIP that the government covers a certain amount. So I'm not sure if you guys have anything like that. Do you have coverage?
Well, I guess if you're not working, you're covered here. We have like what's called welfare system. They'll cover you if you're not, you know, if you're a worker, you have to pay for health care. You have to either you have someone supply it for you, or you have to have a health savings account or some type of insurance that you have to pay for. But if you come underneath a certain financial obligation, if you don't make enough money, here in America, it is free for you. You get, I think it's called an access card or some type of card or Medicare that you could actually go to the hospital. And my wife she works for the state, so we have to pay into it, but she has our benefits. That's how we get them. So I was always wondering what the difference was.
Okay, so yeah, we have benefits too. Me being a business owner, I would have to pay into a company, like a side company, to get benefits. But my wife, she has a full-time job. She has 100% benefits. We're covered for like eyes, for medication, and all that 100% through her job. Now, for doctor's visits, or if you go to the hospital or whatever, that's all covered. It's called OHIP here. Through the government, and the government covers, you know, your doctor's visits, your hospital visit, and all that. So medication, you know, any sort of therapy or whatever that you need, you have to have benefits through your job, or you're going to have to pay, you know, a company to have benefits, like pay a monthly fee or something. So it's probably pretty much the same. The only difference, I'm not sure now, when you go see your doctor or you go to the hospital emergency room, do you have to pay a fee?
Your insurance will cover it. We have what's called co-pays now. We didn't used to, but we have co-pays now. You pay a monthly fee to where my wife works. We have to pay like a monthly fee to the insurance place, and then I think our deductible is $3,500. So we'll pay up to $3,500, and after $3,500, everything is covered by insurance 100%. Medicines, doctor visit, whatever. But up to $3,500 is we pay a little less a month because we have. I guess that's considered a high deductible, but that's how it works here. Now, if you're on welfare, it's absolutely you pay nothing across the board. Obviously, if you're working, you're not going to qualify for that kind of coverage.
Yeah. See, I'm not sure how that works with welfare here in Canada. So, how the healthcare works, to be honest with you. So I couldn't answer that question. But other than that, like, you need your health benefits. If you have a job that has benefits, then you have benefits there for medication. Some jobs don't cover 100%. Some might cover 50%. It's all different depending on what job you have. So that's why my wife is not leaving her full-time job anytime soon. If my business were to grow all of a sudden and she could leave her full-time job and help me manage the business, whatever, she will probably still keep her job just so we have health benefits. You know what I mean? But other than that, doctors visits, going to the hospital, whatever, that's all covered. So it doesn't matter how much you make or whatever, you're covered. So you don't have to worry about that.
All right, guys.
So I don't know.
It was nice talking to you.
Take care.
Yeah, Johnny. Thanks for coming in, bud. You're always welcome.
Man, I had a pretty good stream there, Mike, today.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe you just need to go live every morning instead of me. You get better people in.
We got to try it. Yeah, well,
Snow Dog Hot Chocolate.
Yeah, I'm going to call it Snow Dog. You can call it Lawn Dog.
So I got a question for you, Mike. So I've been TV. I've been watching Netflix and Hulu and all that, right? And the favorite out of all the shows on all those streaming networks, my favorite was probably Lucifer. But I'm totally addicted to Letterkenny. What is your thought on Letterkenny, man? It is like probably the second greatest show on streaming devices.
Letterkenny is a great show, but there's another one on Netflix that you might like, and it's all Canadian. Schitt's Creek.
Okay,
yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Now you guys got to watch it right from the beginning. Don't start in the middle of it. Watch season 1, episode 1, and I'm telling you, you're going to get hooked. So you're going to get hooked right at the beginning, and then it kind of slows down, and you might be like, what the hell am I watching? Continue watching it because it's so freaking good. Eugene Levy, his son is in it too. You guys know who Eugene Levy is, right?
I don't know.
Oh, everybody's. American Pie? The movie American Pie? Okay, oh my God, what was that guy's dad's name? The dad that's always involved? Yeah, that's Eugene Levy. Right? Yeah. He's a comedian. He's Canadian, right? So Schitt's Creek, Eugene Levy and his son Daniel created the show, right, and directed it. And his daughter is in the show too, and it's all Canadian cast. It is hilarious. You guys got to watch it. Just the humor.
This was funny because I wanted to ask you, like, how true is like Letterkenny to the Canadian lifestyle? Because the shit is funny. I mean, I know it's a bit much, but
it is a bit much. And Canadian humor is hilarious. Like, a lot of the great comedians are Canadian. Like the people that were on Saturday Night Live. A lot of them were Canadian. Like Jim Carrey. So
yeah, Jim Carrey, the walking cartoon. That guy's just a cartoon ass. He just
yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of funny people coming out of Canada. So because we have a sense of humor. So
absolutely,
and we're nice to people.
Well, I mean, my whole house now walks around like, all right, let's go pitter patter. You know, let's get at her. We just the catch lines in there in that show is just ridiculous. It's just, yeah. There's only 8 episodes long, and you're done with the season, so it's pretty good.
Did you go fill up your truck, Floyd?
What's that?
Did you go fill up your truck with gas?
No, I didn't bring enough. Apparently, I gotta go get more gas.
Come on, man.
It's not that big a deal. It's more of a convenience thing. I had to go there for something else. And I emptied the gas can. So like when I put everything away for winter, I try to leave it as low on gas as possible. And apparently I left the truck a little too low on gas, and we pulled it out and we shut it off and went to go back in, and it wouldn't start no more. And the gas gauge is like below red. So I brought my gas can that I had from my house because all my gas cans at the shop are empty. But my gas can at my house only had like a quarter. It was only like a quarter full. So there wasn't much gas to put into the truck. And, you know, once you drain the truck out of gas, you got to get all that gas through all the lines again. So I'm gonna go back later and get it. But I want to get it in there before the storm comes on Christmas Eve. So I got time though. I ain't doing nothing else.
Do you guys run fuel stabilizer in your equipment when you're storing it for the winter?
Nope.
No.
I did on my 2-cycle stuff, not my 4-cycle stuff. So.
See, I fill everything right up maximum, and that's it. Because when I worked in a Polaris dealership for a few winters there, because the excavating company I worked for also had a Polaris dealership, I seen what happens with stable, and I won't use it.
Did you say you fill all your stuff up before you store it?
Yep, it's all filled right up.
Well, how come? I always thought you were supposed to empty it.
No, if you have it emptied, it gets condensation in it, and if it's full, it doesn't have condensation in it. And as far as fuel stable, if you put premium gas in there and everything and store it, you don't have to worry about fuel stable as much because it's premium gas.
It's good to know.
I'm not not premium like you, Mark.
Huh?
I'm not the premium like you.
I don't.
The last take is premium fuel, and premium fuel stays. It doesn't destabilize like the lower stuff.
But I can't imagine. I mean, my stuff's only gonna be sitting for like 2-3 months, not even 3 months, and then I'm gonna be in there firing stuff up again and moving.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're okay.
Stabilizer mostly is for something that sits for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And most generally, everything around here, like all our stuff, never sits that long.
Yeah, because come March, I'll be even in February, I'll be in the shop moving stuff around, getting stuff prepped. You know, so
yeah. No, I didn't know that with the fuel stabilizer, but I do use a fuel stabilizer. I do fill up everything to the max because the condensation thing too. Everything, my trimmers, my blowers, don't give it any room to breathe. My stand-up mowers, I filled them up. They're in my trailer, like to the max. But I did put fuel stabilizer in there too. But what Floyd just said too, like when we move in February, I'm gonna have the bigger garage, and I'm taking all the equipment out of my trailer, and I'm gonna be running this stuff anyway. I'm gonna do oil changes and stuff, and it's not sitting that long anyway, too.
Right.
Like Mark said,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's good knowledge. Maybe I'll have to go fill up things too instead of just the truck.
Well, it makes sense. You fill up that tank, to the max pretty much. You're giving it less space for condensation to build up, especially with your backpack blowers, your trimmers. You can fill those right up to the cap. And this and that. So I've never had a problem, and I've always used fuel stabilizer. I haven't had a problem. I guess it was just peace of mind, but really, like our equipment's not sitting for 6 months to a year. And like 2, 3, even 4 months, it's going to be okay.
I'll see anything that's the 2-cycle, the 2-stroke there. You could have a can sitting on a shelf for 3 years, and you pull it out, it's still the same because it's mixed with the oil. The oil won't let it get it stabilizes the fuel as it is.
What about that? I mean, you guys don't run that rec fuel. I hear is the best thing for it, but that's so expensive, man.
Yeah,
we run the rec fuel in like our hedgers, and that's about the hedgers, maybe a couple of our edging equipment that we don't use but twice a year, just because it sits longer. But we just get little gas cans of that wreck fuel.
Yeah, I just as soon as it's, I haven't even washed any of my equipment yet.
Oh yeah,
No, me neither.
I got all my stuff clean. This is one of my better. This was a good year for me. I couldn't ask for a better full first year.
See, the sign shop took over our life, so we were. We did our last cleanup, and then I backed the trailer in the garage, and everything's sitting just where I left it. I have not moved anything. I was supposed to get battery tenders, and I never bought any of them yet either. So I want to have everything on a tender this year, and it's going to sit for a few months. And tired of buying batteries every year. So
yeah, I need to get my battery actually out of my mower. Good thing you said that, Mark.
I just disconnect mine. They stay in there. I just disconnect them.
Yeah, I just because a buddy of mine he manages a parts store, and he's got batteries that are 6 years old in his lawnmowers, just from having a tender on it. So and he sells Black and Decker tenders. They're like $20. It looks like a Nico jump box, and they're like $20-$30, something like that. So I'm gonna get a few of them.
Yeah, I don't pull my batteries out of the mowers. I've never done that. Last year I ran extension cord through and into my enclosed trailer and had the tenders on it. So I never had a problem. I don't know. Maybe now, like with a new property that we're moving to, I'm going to have room rather than leaving my equipment in my trailer over the winter. I'm going to have room now to keep it in the garage and look at it all through the winter and work on it if I want to. I can plug them in on a tender. So that'll be okay. I know a lot of people will pull their batteries, take it out of the cold, bring it indoors into their basement or whatever.
My shop, where everything's stored at, stays about 40 degrees in there. So I'm all good. So that's a plus on my end. I gotta get my shop done, and then next 2 months I have to completely redo it. I think because I gotta start putting more equipment in. So I still got that Bobcat 36-inch walk behind. I haven't done anything with. So I tried to start that one day, and I said, I'm thinking I'm just gonna put another engine on it. So
yeah. I was just gonna say something quick to Grasshopper Cruiser and Neil. I don't know if you were here earlier, but that's my mom. Just so you know.
Which one is?
Oh, no, I was letting Neil. Yeah, I was letting Neil know that that's my mom, just in case. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if he was here earlier when my mom was here earlier.
Yeah, and the little says two-stroke has stabilized in there, which I believe it does.
That time.
Does two-stroke? Sorry, two-stroke has it in it already? In the oil?
In the oil, I believe it does.
My oil does have stable in it. What I use the Ames Saber. That stuff works good.
Oh, okay.
The two-stroke oil anymore, the industry is pretty much even all across the board. It's there's only a few companies that make each one, or they make it, and they just label it differently. So
that's your mom on there, right, Mark?
Sorry, what's that?
That's your mom. She needs to give us some dirt on you. What was Mike like when he was a kid?
Oh no. No, we don't need to get into this.
Tell us the most embarrassing story.
Come on, Floyd. The stream's been going really good for 2 hours and 40 minutes now. Come on. Why do you want to do this?
He's already embarrassed. He's trying to think of the worst story right now that you could tell us.
Yeah, it's already running in his mind.
Oh, it would be funny if she actually came up on the panel because she does have a camera.
Oh, man.
You never know. Anything's possible.
Yeah, but she doesn't know how to do the StreamYard, so we haven't showed her that yet.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh man, miss you guys sometimes. I tell you, it's busy.
Right.
I didn't expect last year my fall was not that busy. This year, man, it was nuts. I was like, and then doing the Christmas light on top of the fall cleanups and stuff, and it's just like, wow,
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Well, there's one of the companies that that do the house painting and stuff. They start putting up lights this year because they have all the equipment to reach everything.
Mhm.
So they started putting up the Christmas lights for people.
I did good. I literally had, let's see, last year I had 1.5 clients, a half a client. That half client became a full client this year, but I had over 12 clients this year. And my problem was I was not expecting to grow because I really didn't push it that much.
Yeah.
It started with a friend of mine, well, an old high school friend. She saw a post on her Facebook in her local area in North Muskegon area, Reese Puffer, North Muskegon, over there and towards the lake more. And she gave them my contact information. Well, that was 3 jobs. It was a family of 3 different houses that all wanted it done. So I did those 3, and I bought some of those road signs. I keep forgetting what people call them. This is, signs you put in the yard signs or whatever.
Bag sign?
And what's that?
A bag sign?
No, I don't know. Ben calls them something. I've heard other people call them something. I just call them the road sign. With a metal stake like you see, vote for Pedro type stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I put those signs in, and then the phone calls just started layering in. So, and it was awesome. And then the guy called for the tree, and the next thing you know, I got the house across the street from him. And to the last week, I had people were calling still, and I'm like, listen, I can't get supplies until after Christmas now. And they're like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, it's too hard. It was too hard. So I talked to my wife. I says, there is nothing stopping me next year from buying inventory every month. Buy a little bit of inventory every month after I get my invoicing for the mowing and stuff. So I gotta get that inventory because now I have all the inventory for these houses for next year already. So I'm good.
Right.
So I said, let's plan on for another 12 houses next year or something like that. Let's just figure out that. But man, it was fun. It was fun.
You know what? Talking about signs, a really good idea, and I see more and more people using these, not around here, but just on YouTube. Have you guys heard of the snow stake signs?
No.
When you stake out, a driveway that you're going to be plowing, whatever, plow markers, along the driveway. So they're signs. They're just, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 inches wide, and you get your company name written up on it, and you put it on a stake, and they're markers. They're plow markers, but your phone number, your company name is on them. I'm pretty sure they call them snow stakes. I'm not sure. Maybe Neil or Grasshopper knows about those, but yeah, no, I'm interested in finding out who does them around here, like who can make them, because I've seen them.
Oh, Coro driveway markers advertisement. I'm looking for that. So when I do yard stakes, I think I see what you're talking about. Let's see here.
Yeah. So
I just do the orange plastic poles.
Well, that's what I do. I got the fiberglass and I got wood ones, like wood stakes, depending on what property.
These are actually a little bit thicker. They look like they're about 2 inches thick, and they got your number running down them. Almost like what I would see in when I'm mowing and you get those yards that have the gas line mark, the yellow gas line or something.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah. So that's what I want to look into that. So for next year, like when I get into doing laneways and stuff, I want to have 2 of them at the entrance of each laneway. So then that way, when you're driving at night and you have a whole bunch or whatever, then at least oh yeah, that property's coming up there. You don't have to look at numbers anymore, because when it's dark and you're trying to drive up to a country property, at least if you have a marker there, and it's advertisement. So people cruising along that rural area, whatever, they keep on seeing that every day. One day they're going to slow down and actually look at it. It's like, oh, okay, this guy does plowing, right? So it's advertisement. So yeah, I'm going to look into that too.
Bandit signs. That's what people call them, bandit signs.
Is that what they call it? Okay.
I guess. I don't know. I've never, not what you're talking about, what I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heck, even a lot of yard signs work good because you can also put them on your zero turns in between your row bars and have, advertising right there when you're mowing too.
That's true.
But we're doing good. I've already got 23 contracts back for next year. I mailed them out early this year, and they're starting to come back, so I'm happy about that.
I need to figure out a lawn agreement for next year. That's what I need to do.
It was funny is when I mail all these out, I'm like, well, I probably, you always plan on losing some, right? All the ones I thought I was going to lose already sent their contracts back. So I was like, okay, well, that's good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I opened one up the other day. I said, wow, I'm surprised I got this one back. Because they were one of my more pickier ones, pickier clients. And,
yeah.
Which they have the right to be picky. I don't ever doubt it. I don't ever.
Yeah, we're going to start going through our list of lawn care accounts here soon, probably in the next couple weeks, and we're going to be sending letters out to some of these people that we're not going to be taking care of their lawns anymore. We're getting rid of one batch of properties. They're all rental properties, and I'm tired of the phone calls. Every year we get phone calls with them. How come and the tenants are complaining about this, and you didn't do this, and I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, guys, I posted a link there. I know Drew knows about this link. This is a channel. This is a company. This guy, he's about an hour and a half west of me. He's in Ontario too. He started when he was 15 years old. I think he's maybe 19 or 20 years old. He's really young. He has 1,000 customers, snow customers. The guy has about 10 John Deere tractors with snow blowers on it. Check out this guy's channel. I really want to pick this guy's brain. I just subscribed to him the other day, and I started chatting with him. But this guy is freaking smart. Now, those signs I was just talking about, those plow marker signs, he uses them. So if you look back and watch some of his even last year videos, like winter snow removal ones, you'll see the signs that I'm talking about. And he puts them at the end of every driveway that they do because he has crews that go out. So it identifies where the crews have to go and what driveways to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you watch this channel. This guy is he's really smart. He's got something really good going here. He does lawn care too. He has a website.
But he don't plow. He's got big ass snow blowers on the back of his.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this guy knows what he's doing, and he's young, and oh my God, he's got 1,000 snow customers. And a couple of the videos, there's a video that he actually talks about like how he started his business and what he does, his customer base. He has this computer program he'll show you too in the video, and it actually maps out all of his customers in the whole area, and everything. He has GPS on all of his machines, tracking like where the guys are working, and very smart young guy. This guy's going to be very successful. Well, he is already.
With 1,000 accounts, yeah, he already is.
I know. I just thought I'll share
I'm
that.
gonna be watching some videos on that.
Yeah, I just thought I'll share that because, like I said, I really want to pick this guy's brain, and I'm kind of getting some ideas from him too.
I hate these. I'm happy for these kids that are young like this. I'm so jealous of them sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
God damn, what was I doing when I was 19? Where was my life at? How sucky was I?
I think he started when he was around 12 or 13 years old. I think 12. And
back together at 19, and I'm 43 almost, and I can't get my head out of my butt.
Yeah, and he had a little. I guess his parents had a little John Deere tractor or whatever. So then he got a snow blower on it, and that's how he started. I think he was 12 years old or something like that. And yeah, just he owns a lot of his machines. He talks about it. He says he rents some of them too, or leases some of them, and you know, if you're getting into that kind of stuff, that's how you're going to have to start. Lease a machine. You know, start with one. If you're going to have like hundreds of accounts, it's going to pay for itself, and you're making money. Go that way. Pay off that machine. Lease another one the next year. Pay it off after the season, and keep on going. And that's what this guy's doing. Like, he's very smart.
That was nice, even with the plow. Even though I haven't used it once, I paid for that plow. I didn't lease it, loan it. I paid cash for it and got it, and it's paid for. You know, so I made enough money this year to do that, and it made me happy. You know, I'm happy about it. Now I just want to make some more money. So it needs to snow.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Make me money.
Oh, I know. No, I just thought I'll share that out anyway.
No, it's good. I already subscribed to him.
Oh yeah.
No, his channel is growing every day, so I can see this guy having tens of thousands of subscribers.
Oh yeah.
He probably will one day. Yep.
But he's just over 1,000 now.
I wonder if you can get those stakes on just off Vistaprint.
Did you see the signs that I was talking about?
Yeah, I've already found them. Snow.
Yeah.
I mean, I typed in snow stake signs in Google, and a couple pictures. There's a picture pulled up right here. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can. Well, what the heck happened to the picture? You don't want to see that picture. Let's see here. See if I can share this. Share my screen. Oh yeah, gotta go to StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm just doing a search for now too.
There you go. Here, I got it shared if you wanna. The heck?
Oh yeah.
You gotta add it down at the bottom though in StreamYards. What the heck is going on? There we go. Those right there.
You got it.
Yeah. This is the kind of, this is what I love about Google. You get I type in this and they show these signs with the phone number right down there. In this thread though, as I'm scrolling down, this is what I get. Why are these people? What does that have to do with
right.
Dude, Floyd, my mom is watching. Come on.
I know.
I guess she says make sure to buy them.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is some kind of thread or something. I just plowsite.com. Oh, but that's what you're talking about. The numbers right there, and
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. You can get all different designs and do whatever. Put your logo on, have your phone number. Just put snow and phone number. That's
pretty good. That's a pretty good idea right there.
I think it's a great idea. So I'm definitely looking into this. Probably for next season anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Nobody around here does it, so if I can get it and be the first, that'd be kind of cool.
Absolutely.
There you go. I gave you the idea, buddy.
I'll give you credit. I'll put your little sticker on. Send me about 20 stickers. I'll put a sticker on 20 of them.
Brought to you by Bush Green.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to looking at that picture. No.
I don't have too much fun there.
That's funny. Somebody shares their screen and they got their porn on still. And...
We knew what he was doing.
No. So what do you got planned for the rest of the day there, Floyd?
I've actually got to get paperwork done. I got my little to-do list. Let's see here, up in that whiteboard up there.
Yep.
Kind of writing down things I got to do this over the winter, I guess.
Oh, come on. Granny's couch is going to call you.
Update my website, get my yard books updated. So what I'm doing right now is trying to go through yard books and delete all my accounts that are done for the year and just leave only my snow plowing accounts up.
Yeah.
Because when you delete them, it doesn't really delete them. It puts them in the archive area. So come March when plowing done, I'll start adding those people back to who comes back.
Are you using the paid version or the free version?
The free version. And I keep thinking about switching over to hold on, this one. I keep thinking about switching over to oh my god, QuickBooks, but I don't want to pay for it yet. So I'm thinking maybe one more year. Let's see how one more year goes.
I use QuickBooks.
I know it's better, but
I do too. QuickBooks
I mean-
is awesome, man. You'll like it.
and it helps with tax. My tax guy is just gonna be lost in the sauce. He's gonna.
Well, see, the best thing about QuickBooks at the end of the season, you bring up a report and you push print. And
Yeah.
It's got one sheet. It's got everything in it, and it
Yep.
makes it so simple.
So I got that. I got a lot of Moors for Vet stuff to do. A lot of Moors for Vet stuff to do. So grants, and we got Newaygo County gives out a grant here for small businesses, and but I gotta have the only issue with that is they like to keep the money in Newaygo. So if I'm like helping the world with Moors for Vets, they will only give me a percentage of what is going to be in Newaygo County. So I kind of gotta work that magic a little bit. Well, yeah. And I got to get the other day when we were talking to Drew about Google My Business, I just got a lot of stuff to do.
Mhm.
Contracts and clean up, and we're moving the office into a different room. And
Yeah, I just got to create a loan agreement because I don't have anything like that, and I should really.
Yeah, Neil. Hey, I just want to plug somebody here. Little's Lawn Care. He makes amazing things out of horseshoes. He welds and whatever. Justin, his name is Justin. Why don't you post your Instagram link on here, and you guys can like check his stuff out. He makes really nice stuff. So I just thought I'll plug him in. Justin, feel free to put your Instagram on there, and the guys can check you out.
well, hey, Mikey, I'm going to get off here too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11 o'clock. I get
Yeah.
check on my kids, make sure they're doing the
Oh wow, we're almost on 3 hours. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits at 3 hours there.
So, hey, good seeing you guys, man. I'll be on Wednesday for sure.
Okay, Floyd. At least we have a backup plan with Snow Dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Okay.
be late to that again. Just remember that.
I'll be late. I'll see you at 8:05.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
See you, buddy. Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, I got to get going too. I got to get the post office drop off signs. So
Okay.
anyhow, yeah, it was a nice stream, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good.
Yeah,
good
I think it worked out. It worked out pretty good. I think if I do one every other day, then it gets boring. If I do one every month, then it's kind of exciting and there's lots to talk about, right?
Or maybe once a week or something versus like you said, not every day.
Once a week. Or if Floyd's not, if he's unavailable, then yeah, I'll do Snow Dog.
Yeah.
So it'll be the sister stream
Yeah.
or the brother stream.
The other stream there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in, Mark.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thanks for letting me jump in there, and it was fun. So
Okay.
anyhow,
We'll talk to you later.
okay, see ya.
Take care.
All right. See you.
Yeah, it
Now
was
it's back
it's
to
true.
It's back to me and you, Drew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a nice stream. It was. I think we had a lot of good information.
Oh, exactly. So no, I was actually I was happy everybody came in, especially Johnny Moe. That's the first time he came into one of my streams.
I like the guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, no, I met him. Whose stream was it? I think it was Acme's, and I met him on there, but we didn't really talk that much, right? Because there's other people on there, and they all
Sure.
kind of. So it's kind of nice how he joined in, and maybe in the future, Johnny will be in more of these streams.
Yeah, because
he's full of.
He's
full.
I think he's a bigger channel too, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he's full of information too that will help all of us and a lot of other people that are watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Oh, look at that! There's Chuck. How you doing, buddy?
How's it going?
Long time no see. We're just finishing up, Chuck. Here, I'm on the almost 3 hour mark here. I figured I'd only be on for maybe a half an hour.
Oh no, I knew when you said an hour. Nah, I knew it was going to be at least 2 or 3.
I know. So yeah, my stream today, Chuck, is a spin-off from Lawn Dog. So it's Snow Dog. So it's the brother station from Ulnar. So Ulnar is supposed to go up live today, and I guess he was unavailable. He did come up here. So what's Chuck saying? Good Mike, late start for me. Dang. Yeah, it's pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need a nap now. Or some breakfast. I don't know.
I was gonna say, yeah, probably some breakfast or lunch now because it is it is 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, it's 11:11 right now. Make a wish. That's what I always said when we were little. My parents would always say, "Oh, it's
Exactly.
11:11. Make a wish." Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get going, Drew. So,
All right, I'll catch you later, man.
all right, take care, buddy.
All right, we'll see you. Bye.
See ya. Well, thanks everybody for coming in here in the chat and joining up on the stream. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of good information in here and a lot of good people. And yeah, be safe. It's Monday, and Merry Christmas to everyone if I don't see you. And Happy New Year. All the best. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Peace.